How's that? Is that better? Fuck you. What's happening, everybody? Screw you, Mobius. You are my arch enemy. I swear at you all the time. Ugh. What is happening? It is Emmara, goddess of Blunder, hanging out in the BlunderDome, which is just my office, which is a giant, giant mess. And we're sorting cards because that's what I need to do. I have a lot of cards I need to sort. We might paint. I don't know. I might build some Legos. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here on my desk right now. There's magic cards, there's Legos, and there's Warhammer guys. This is basically my life, I think. I think that's what I do here in the world. I don't do anything. I'm useless. I'm a parasite. What can I say? I'm Emmara, goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. We have been adding my Magic collection to Moxfield forever. And then we end up building decks and things as we go, because why not? I am a cosplayer, I am a puppeteer, I am a Magic the Gathering online creator, I am a Magic the Gathering arena creator. I make Magic the Gathering content on all the social medias besides the Nazi one. What else are we doing? I mean, I guess most of them are probably actually still thinking about the people who own all these other companies. Oops, my bad. I guess I'm fucked no matter what. Leatherhead, you are so fucking disgusting. I don't like you. I have 2 Leatherhead toys. Anyway. I am one of your former ambassadors for Dustborn, Innistrad Remastered, Aetherdrift, Final Fantasy, and Avatar The Last Airbender. I have been playing Magic the Gathering for longer than you've been alive, most likely. I've been playing Magic for... oh my god. How many years has it been now? 32 years. 32 years of Magic the Gathering. Marath and Mikey, you're just so disgusting. Ugh, you make me unhappy. I've died to them so many times already. Ugh. I hate it when there's commanders that I'm just like, I have to kill you, or I have to save removal, that I know I can't deal with it, and I can't always rely on my opponents to have answers to things that I know need to be gotten rid of, and sometimes it's not a threat to them, so they don't get rid of it, or they just don't care or realize that they're about to be fucked, so, like... It's an unfortunate process sometimes that I have to save my cards to do things. I do like you, Kitsune. I think you are fun. I like that you do things when you enter, and I also like it when you do things when you do damage, and I still get to cause more problems. I like cards that do weird stuff, and Kitsune does weird stuff. I wish she was a fox and white. It makes sense that she's not, but still. I can't always have what I want, I guess. Savante I need to actually add to my demon deck. Hey, what is happening, Phoenix? I'm just over here sorting cards. It's a never-ending process. I've been adding my collection here for what seems months. I'm pretty sure it's been months. It also just gives me a reason to actually build decks and know what I have. Nice. A combo. I'm still looking for some cards right now, actually, now that I think about it. I keep setting things aside. I'm like, okay. And then I start building new decks, which is not what I want to do. Right now I'm building, what am I building? I'm trying to finish this before tomorrow, because I have a stream tomorrow that I'm casting on, and I've been wanting to play this for a while. I ended up trading a bunch of cards for when I was at MagicCon the other day. Warstone's terrible. I love myself a good janky combo. So I'm building Jin Sake, Ghost of Tashimo. Tushima. Oh my god. My mouth does not want to work today. It was the only secret lair that I didn't end up picking up out of the PlayStation ones, just because it sold out, and I didn't get one. I was not very happy about it. I don't know. Apparently, I really like Universes Beyond stuff. It probably doesn't help that I don't know. I grew up on most of these. I believe it. There are certain things that will anger a whole entire board. You know what? Though I love it. I love being the problem. Because then I have to try to figure out how to get out of the mistake that I have made. I don't know. Being the arch enemy is sometimes fun. I don't know. Making everybody have to deal with you. Because then they stop paying attention to the other people. I can imagine that's a good way to get hated off the board. Kitsune technique. Ugh. People don't like to be milled, but I love milling people. It makes me happy. That's one of those things that I always have to be like, okay, do you guys mind if I'm milling you? And some people are always like, yeah, fill my graveyard with stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I would be excited if somebody offered to mill me. I'd be like, okay, I'm in. Like, that's just my second hand. Mill me all day long. You know, I haven't added any of these Ninja Turtle cards to my decks. And I do have a couple that I do actually need to put in places. I don't know, like this Triceraton Commander. Just stupid. I am a big fan of Rule of Law. Rule of Law makes me... I am a Staxy player. I don't know, I grew up Staxing people, and I still can't stop it. Like, if I'm in the colors, then I could probably stack somebody. Rule of Law... what are the other ones? I'm a big fan of just, like, simple ones that shut people down, or at least stop them from doing the things they want to do. Like, all I think is that if I'm playing Rule of Law, then you only need to be casting one spell. You know, what do you need to be casting so many spells for? Just stop it. There's no reason for it. Note to self, playing Phoenix, beware deck. I have certain decks that I have certain combos and things in that I'm just like, I enjoy it, but I know that I'm probably the only one enjoying it and having fun. And I'm just like, eh. But there are certain friends and things that deserve my my wrath. Like, how can I make their day a pain in the ass? I need to figure out. Come on, Leo, would you be good in gym? It's like the beginning of my in steps. I don't know how many things I'm actually putting in there that I would want to flicker, though. I don't know. I'll think of something. I played them the other day on stream. They were playing... I don't remember. Who was everybody else playing? They were playing weird things, but for some reason I was playing... Oh, I remember why I ended up playing Dawn and Leo Problem Solvers. There wasn't actually... The commander that I wanted to play on Magic Online wasn't there, and we were about to start the stream, and I was like, oh shit, now I need an Azorius commander, because apparently my Azorius commander isn't in Magic Online for some reason. I was looking all around for a different copy. I was like, I have access to every Magic card, so I don't know exactly what's going on here. So I just ended up like, okay, I'll just grab the first Azorius commander I find that came out recently. And of course Strixhaven has no Azorius commanders, so just like, well, okay, guess we'll just go to Ninja Turtles. That was the next one. So I just ended up grabbing Dawn and Leo Problem Solvers, which actually didn't work terribly in the deck. It was a theme deck that was not meant to be flickering things, but it still ended up working. I don't know. I made it work. Some of these cards I don't even remember. I really haven't been paying attention to preview seasons at all. Like, just going in blind to every set. I have no idea what's going on anymore. And part of me is just like, whatever, I don't care. It's kind of interesting going into the sets and experiencing them for the first time. Everybody else has already absorbed all the new cards for like 2 or 3 weeks beforehand, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't know what's going on. What's this card? It's actually really fun to go to the pre-release and have no idea what you're doing. Have no idea what any cards are, so you're just experiencing them for the first time, which is kind of exciting. Like, I feel like preview season has taken away that excitement for me. Like, I've been playing for 32 years now, so like when I first started, there was no preview season for anything. Like, our preview season was a magazine would come out, which I usually was Inquest or Scry magazine, would come out the month that the set came out, and it would be after the set already came out, and then it would have pictures of all the cards and have the previews for them. So that was my old preview season. So I had already bought packs by that time, by the time the magazine came out. April O'Neil. You are interesting. Oh, you're a scientist. I wonder. Oh, it sucks that she's not a detective. I thought maybe she would be a detective because she's a reporter. But this is the other April, so. Okay, I guess. I get it. She has a huge butt. Jesus. 1.5. I mean, for 4 mana, I guess she should have something going on. She's a pain in the ass to kill. She's a good blocker, too. Michelangelo, weirdness 211. I really want these Japanese showcase ones. Not this one. Maybe I'm thinking different ones. Is it this one? No. Okay, certain ones have these Japanese showcase cards that are not adorable. I don't want the adorable ones. I want the cool, badass looking ones. I have one more +1/+1 Galler's Mood on a creature you control. That many +1s. Ugh. There's so many cards that do this. It's annoying. I do like that he makes himself more powerful, which is kind of funny. Mutagen tokens are actually pretty good, at least in draft purposes. My one friend just built a Genghis Frog deck that does a bunch of stupid mutagen token nonsense. Michelangelo, I assumed you were probably more expensive. I usually try to keep all my, like, $5-ish cards in my binders just so I can take them with me to trade, or at least I know where the things are that are worth money. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with power. Greater power, return creature. And part of me kind of wants to put this dinosaur ninja in my deck. That's something that I'm building. Is Jen that? Jen, I gotta read you again. I know what you do, but just damage. I draw a card. Whenever a creature you control attacks a player, no other creatures are attacking that player. Gains double strike. I could give this dinosaur double strike, and instead of using the other half of the power. Hi, Barbie. What's up, my little baby? You come over here to cause problems. You're good at this. I accept your problem. Climb inside the tray of Legos. That's exactly where you should go. Excellent. Excellent work, my little one. You're such a terror. I love her. She's silly. That's Barbie. She is... No. Get out of here. No. There's no reason to go up there. This is why I don't like you over here. There's a bunch of Warhammer guys. What are you gonna do? Just walk through them? I mean, yeah, but don't. Who are you hunting? Why are you walking in over my statues? Stop. We're being stupid. Just go straight. Cats. You don't.
Let me move Nicol Bolas, and you can sit up on top of the shelf. How about that? You sit on the shelf? You're so silly. You're such a silly little girl.
Trouble, though. Good lord. Cats. I love cats. I love cats so much. So very much. But, oh my lord, sometimes my cats are... I mean, my room does not someone...
What are you doing? Stop it. Leave Nicol Bolas alone. Why are you grabbing him by the throat? Stop it. Leave her alone. You don't need to mess with anything. Are you the one who comes in here and messes off my stuff, and then I come in here later on and I'm just like, what the fuck happened in here? Is that what happens?
Oh lord. You know what the fucking worst? Sometimes it's got nothing else to say to you. I swear a lot. I apologize. Mutagen Man. I like Mutagen Man. I like that he has trample. I like that he makes my artifacts tokens cost less, which means my food tokens, my mutagen tokens, my clue tokens. You really can go in a lot of any of my decks that do those things. I might actually put him in Maraska. Yeah. I mean, she's already so good. It's a very, I don't know, it's a clue-themed deck, so, like, it's just clues, and it's dumb clues, like, it has all the clues, cards from Clue. I don't know. I like to limit or put restrictions on my decks when I make them, so a lot of times my theme decks just do stupid things that make me laugh. I like to give myself hoops to jump through a lot of times. I don't know. I like to make things more difficult on myself, because I get bored very fast. I don't know. There's a lot of mutagen tokens you can make. It's just for whatever +1/+1 counters. I feel like that can go in a lot of different decks. Yeah. Even if I'm not making mutagen tokens. The Final Fantasy counter deck is really good. I don't would like to get another one someday, so I can actually take part. Because I have the Surge Foil one, and I don't want to take it apart, so... I was gonna add other Final Fantasy X cards to it that were in the deck, but then I was like, well, these are all really shiny, and I want them to all continue being all shiny, so I guess this is not happening. I never spell Raphael right. Was I gonna put this Raphael in? The artwork reminds me of Daredevil, which actually makes me happy. I love Daredevil. Daredevil Season 2 is so good. This is what you get with a crazy manic person talking about things. It doesn't ramble on about everything. It also doesn't help that I have like a million hobbies, so I only sleep like 2 hours a day. Whenever he's dealt damage, add that much red mana to turn. And he's not going to get blocked, unfortunately. Or, well, he forces a block, but in the deck that I'm building, he won't do anything, so... not as good as I would like him to be. You know, he would be good in certain decks I have. Actually, he probably wouldn't be terrible in that new, fucking Izzet deck. God, I hate these stupid new decks. They're so fucking powerful, some of those commanders, and they just make me miserable. Like, I know that I have to kill them on sight. I know that there's terrible cards that I need to counter in them, like, and they do their thing. They're really well made, but they make me very unhappy. That fucking Izzet deck, I just want to punch it in the face. I managed to win last night. I was on the stream that I was on, and I was not going to win by myself. There was no way to make that happen. We were in a terrible place. Our friend Donnie was out of control. He
the board needed to be wiped, and that was the only way that we were killing him. And I managed to, with the help of the table, wipe the board, or at least wipe it down to a point that it was manageable. Wiped, got rid of the problem, and had somebody else kill him for me, which is one of my favorite things to do, is to convince people that they should do my dirty work for me. Especially if I know I can't get rid of them, but sometimes it is beneficial to them too, because if they don't do something about it, they're gonna get screwed. So a lot of times, I'm pretty great nonsense that you're a $7 common card. There's nothing to say to that. It's ridiculous that most of the expensive stuff that I have, that I've been going through, has just been stuff that is like commons and uncommons. I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is nonsense. This is one of my favorite parts. It's from Dominaria. I mean, Land of War elves were from the original Dominaria. Fact or fiction, you are not worth anything anymore. I know that much. I hate Fact or Fiction. It's one of my least favorite cards. I don't ever play it because I just don't. I don't like making decisions. I just want to play Magic. Yeah, that's one of my original Binding Grass. It's so weird that some of the cards that I have just laying around still. As a 4 mana, gain control of creature. I mean, I have to pay 2 mana every turn, but I don't know. It's a card that I use. Is it good? I mean, it's not terrible. As long as I have the mana. Sometimes I just want to take the creature. Sometimes, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not also not wonderful either. Mana Geyser, you stupid fucking card. That's what I have to say about you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Mana Geysers. That's too many Mana Geysers. That's insane. $45 for the foil version. Still $3 is pretty stupid as well, so I don't know. For a common card. But I guess it hasn't been printed that much. For the longest time it hadn't been printed at all, so. Or reprinted. Kedis, you're stupid. You're stupid that you're also a $7.50 uncommon card. It's funny when I'm going through, like, I've been putting all my cards in order, so you don't usually see them. Hey, what's going on? What is happening today? I'm just sitting over here rambling about Magic cards. I'm building a deck right now, and also sorting cards at the same time. I'm multitasking. How has your week been? Nature's Lore. I feel like you are like a $5 card too. Yeah, that's nonsense. It's insane to me, the price of some of these cards. That I'm just like, why should not? At this point, if they reprint them, then it just causes problems. I don't know. But if they don't reprint them, they just get worse and worse and worse. So it's just kind of, do you fix the problem now? Oh, I didn't know they had different artwork on that preordained. That's cool. Always learning things. This was a list card. That's what I thought. Was it a list card commander? Yeah, nope, it's the other list card. Gosh. I hate when there's so many cards. There's so many versions of a card. Don't want to try to figure it out. Yeah, I've been doing lots of stuff this morning. This is just where I ended up at this point in time. I was working on Legos, and I was painting Warhammer guy. Whoever gets stuck with me, I always feel like, not like a jerk, but like I always build like a $200 or $300 deck, because
I just don't care. I just use whatever cards I have in my house, and I'm just like, okay, if it's like I have this just sitting around, I'm like, I'm not using it for anything. This will make somebody happy. Whatever. But like, I'll just throw an Urza Saga in here just because. Who cares? But I love playing my decks that I get from other people, and I keep them forever decks that I just sit around that I play that make me happy. That I like seeing other people's work, I guess, seeing how they build their decks and figuring out how it operates and things. It makes me happy. Those are one of the things I enjoy about Magic. Like, sometimes I enjoy just getting to play other people's decks at Magic Cons, so when I don't have my stuff with me. This is insane, Blood Artist. You're still $4. In about 2 minutes, I am going to go take a quick little break to go stretch my back out, and then I'll be back. My little 2-minute stretchy breaks that I take here, unfortunately. I don't think I'm ever repairing my body from last week. I built a roof for our gazebo in the back yard. It's needed one for like 2 years now, and it's like, I'll just make a makeshift one. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not constructive. And so I built one, and unfortunately, like, getting it up on top of the thing by myself was not the smartest of moves, but I got it there. Hey, Angus, what is happening? We're just sitting over here sorting the Magic cards. How's your week going? Boop. I love Felden of the Third Path. So we are building a Jinsaka deck from Ghost of Tashima. At some point, I will finish it. It is on my list of things to do this week. I have a stream tomorrow night, and I would like to play it on the stream, so I'm trying to get it done. Isn't it? It's one of my favorite things to do is to see other people's how they see things, because sometimes it teaches me how to play differently, and that's fun for me. I don't know. It's fun to experience other decks that you might not have thought that you would like to build. I don't know. I build a lot of decks, so I can't really say that. But also, why is this over here? I am going to go take a quick little break real quick for 2 minutes and grab a drink and go stretch my back out, but I will be right back.
Oh, I know what this is. Welcome back, everybody. That's me, Emmara, Goddess of Blunder. We're sitting here sorting magic cards, as one does. So, we have been building Jinsagi. Where is he? Where did you disappear to? Oh, I don't remember where you disappeared to. I was petting cats on my way through the house. Oh my god, I just pounded a Celsius just a second ago. I was like, I need some energy. I'm just basically coasting through the day most of the time. Caffeine is the solution to most things. No thinking aloud. That's most of my days. How is everybody doing today? So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Emmara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am a cosplayer. I am a puppeteer. You might have seen my puppets or my cosplays at Magic Cons. I've been a featured creator there like 7 times. I've been at Command Fest. I've been at Commander Sealed. I've been in the cosplay contest a couple of times. I do things around the Magic the Gathering universe. I'm also a Magic the Gathering arena creator. We play every Wednesday night where we play theme games. I love playing theme games. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. Like, most of the time, I'm always playing a theme game myself. So, like, when I get to play with everybody doing the same thing, it's fairer, I guess. Because most of the time I'm doing stupid things. I like to jump through hoops when I play Magic. I'm like, I'm gonna cause this problem for myself and see if I can get out of it. And during Curiosity, you would not be terrible in this deck. Actually, you'd be really good in here. Do I have you in? I don't think I do. I mean, it's a kitty cat. It kind of fits. There's cats in Japan. I know that much. You know what? Enduring Curiosity, you are going in there, so I'm not actually going to add you into my collection. The Slurgard is great. I have a Ooze deck that makes me very happy. I am a big fan of just building, like, theme kindred decks of... I don't know. It makes me happy. It gives me... I like to tell a story with most of my decks, so I like to keep them themed to at least feel like those cards belong in the little world that I've created for myself. This Nicol Bolas is really cool. I love that he's eating people in a train for some reason. I didn't realize he was big enough to eat people in a train. Oh, Nicol Bolas, you are always an F-thing. Oh my god, who was I playing against the other... Ugh. Somebody played Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh the other day, and it had to be gotten off the board, and it was a pain in the ass. I was not expecting it. It was like, I don't know, I haven't seen Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh played in forever. Like, it was just random. I was like, what the frick is happening here? Oh, Prosper, you're so good. If anybody is ever looking for cards and wants to trade, everything is for trade and sale. If I'm not using it, I would rather other people have them and do things with them. So, and there are lots of cards I'm looking for building decks that I don't have. So, if you're ever looking for anything, let me know. I usually keep my list up here public, so if you ever want to see what I actually have and go through the list. I don't know. I've been meaning to do this for years, and I probably shouldn't have waited 32 years to start sorting my collection. It was probably not my best move. This Lathril art is just, ugh. It makes me very happy. It's just gorgeous. Ugh. I do need to make sure I do some painting today. I'm trying to get my Death Guard done, but I'm also trying. I'm trying to get my Red Corsairs done too, but I keep bouncing back and forth between them and my Custodes that I've been built. I built all the Custodes. I got all the pink on them. I got all the red on them. And now I gotta go back over the gold because the Retributor gold didn't go on properly. I'm the most manic person. I just bounce around to talking about completely different things. You know what? Silent Hall Creeper, you actually... You can't be blocked, which is great. So you can attack, and I can use your double strike instead on Jin. It becomes a 3... I can just make it become a 3-3 with double strike. That can't be blocked. I get to draw cards. And it can become a copy of another creature I control, which is actually kind of funny. Okay, fine. You're in there, Silent Hall Creeper. Welcome to the club. Silent Hall Creeper sounds like something that could be in Ghosts. That's fine. What is the name of this card? I have the Japanese foil. I feel like it's Starlight something. Starlight Vocalist. I used to be so good about knowing what everything was called, but unfortunately, they put out too many cards now to the point where that I can't just. If I just write Vocalist, I feel like Vocalist is in here. Yep. Ah! Sometimes I know what I'm doing. There we go. A Starfield Vocalist. Okay. Well, that ain't. I knew it was something that. At least I knew Vocalist was in it. I hate it because I need to know exactly how the wording is most of the time when I use this card. So often I have people ask me exactly what the wording is when I use it, so I'm just like, that's why I haven't put it in anything since. So I was like, ugh. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was just making sure that my... Oh my god. I left a whole bunch of stuff open on my phone. Okay, there we go. Japanese foil. How are you worded? I can't I wish they would not put, at least in the Japanese foil, like, the kanji is actually, like, highlighted so you can actually read it properly, but, like, on the English version, I can't read what it says without the text box, like a faded box behind it. It's dumb. That's no good for what we need it for. $69. I have a deck. It's a themed deck that unfortunately I gotta go back through it and see if any of the cards went up in price, but I made it so every card besides the lands was 69 cents. It actually worked. I don't think the commander is 69 cents anymore either, so I gotta actually... It's no longer themed the way that I had it. I'm a child, okay? I think most of us are children. I love Magic. Magic makes me happy. I don't know. I guess, like, since I have... How many? I have like 12 Magic tattoos. I have been playing for 32 years, so I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna scar my body with Magic tattoos. I might have more than that now that I think about it. I don't know. I haven't done a count in a long time. Sometimes I'm like in the shower and I'm washing and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this tattoo.
Abyssal Persecutor is super fun to use. 4 mana, 6/6, flying trample. You can't win the game, but your opponents can't lose the game. I just usually keep it out and just bash the living crap out of people. And a lot of times people are like, oh, I can't lose the game. Cool, I'm going to let that stay out. And then usually I have a way to get rid of it. I like the retro border cards, but it's because I grew up with them, and I wish that artifacts would go back to being brown. The color one's fine, but which makes sense, but like I absolutely hate that a lot of times the white artifacts I'm sorting them fast and they end up in the wrong box or wrong color, and it makes me angry. I love the artwork on Kinzu. Kinzu, you wouldn't be terrible. And then I can create tokens that have poison. This is kind of stupid. Part of me is like, there's no vampires in there. Oh, it's a Citadel. I didn't know I had another copy of Bolus's Citadel. That's exciting. And it's the retro border one? Is this a... yeah, I did not know that. I don't know where I'm going to put it, though. I'm building... Oh my gosh, how many freaking decks am I building right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have like 8 piles of cards back there, and then I have this Jin deck. I had a whole bunch of other decks. That's kind of funny. I love that people build weird decks still. Like, I have my decks that just do the thing and are good, but, like, I like my decks that just do silly things. It makes for funner games, I feel like. I want to remember the games, like, I don't know, like... When I'm just repeating the same processes over and over again, it's just, yeah, it does its thing, cool. Like, I get bored. I don't like winning the same way over and over again, and it's one of the reasons why I usually avoid combos. Like, especially when I just need 2 cards, like... Oh my god, Jesper Esping is one of my favorite artists of all time. I got to play Magic with them in Chicago. And I was in heaven. I got to play with 2 of my favorite Magic artists, Evan Fong and Jesper Esping, wanted to play Magic, and I was just like, yes, please. And then I just sat there with this big stupid grin on my face the whole entire time. Oh my god. Yeah, see, a lot of times the way I see land bases is I use my land bases to actually restrict my decks a lot of times, or to slow my deck down so that the power level isn't as bad. So if I am playing a lot of powerful cards and stuff, a lot of times I'll use decks that have tap lands and stuff just so that my deck is not performing as well as it could be, which that all sounds stupid. Like, why would you do that? Like, but it lets me play more powerful decks without having to play at that level, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah. To tell you the truth, I probably have 112 copies of Marshlands. I mean, if I had that many Orzhov related decks, yes, but I wonder how... I imagine that I probably... Bloodstained Marsh, I probably... Or what is it? Bloodstained... The Rakdos one. I probably have like 20 copies of that. I play a lot of Grixis decks, so... like... very into my Grixis decks.
This is a fun song.
Ancient stone idol. He was doing so many decks. Basically, like, maybe. What I always like to tell myself when I look in my office and the ridiculousness of my of my early life. Like, I had a good job and stuff back in the day. I did well, and I was good at. I mean, I used most of my hobbies to fund my hobbies for since I was like 8. I was entrepreneuring myself when I was a child. I would go to school, sell magic cards, and sell Marvel superhero cards and sports cards, and then go buy more. And then it was a never ending cycle, so I was just taking kids' lunch money every day. I used to make so much money, and then when eBay showed up, like, I think I was 14 when eBay started, and I used to just sell things. You didn't need a credit card or anything back in the day, so, like, I just had a profile. I was just a kid, and people would send you cash and money orders back in the day, back in, like, 98. And so I was just getting tons and tons of money because suddenly I had a market that I could sell things to anybody, anywhere. And so I was selling Pokemon cards, and I was selling freaking Magic cards, comic books, and just getting tons and tons of money in the mail. My parents thought I was selling drugs. I was like, I'm just selling my hobbies and buying more hobbies. Oh my god, there's a giant thunderstorm rolling through right now. It just shook the whole entire house. Which is impressive because I'm down on a lower floor. I love the artwork on Command the Dread Horde. It's a fun card. It's fun in life gain decks. I don't like life gain decks. Ugh. I hate playing against life gain decks. Like, it just makes it. You either deal with the life gain player and everybody gangs up on them because most likely you're not keeping up with them by yourself, so you need everybody else's assistance to kill the life gain player. And then, either if you don't do that and you just let them sit there and slowly gain life, you just never keep up, and then you get to a point where you're like, you need to kill them with your commander damage, which is just a pain in the ass if your deck is not doing that. Can you? I love thunderstorms. We actually sleep with our white noise machine is just thunderstorm sounds. That's how we sleep every night. So, like, I love rain. I love thunderstorms. I like that. It's just, I'm in my house. I'm comfortable. I can hear the thunder go rolling. You can smell the rain. Probably is the same storm. Sisgoria has a wonderful name anyway, a Forge Tyrant. I've never done anything with it. I kind of want to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a big fan of just storms in general. I don't know. I like it. Like, I live in Buffalo, New York. We get a lot of snow and stuff. We're known for our snow and our chicken wings. That's apparently all we do here. But, like, I like wintertime. Everybody's inside their house. I don't know. Their sound is nice and quiet. Like, yeah. I'm glad that I finally have a roof on the gazebo outside so I can actually just go sit outside during the storms. I live, like, 400 feet from Lake Erie, so it's cool to watch the storms off the lake. I usually, every day, we take the dog for a walk down the lake. It's nice. I mean, I don't live in the best city. It's not a super nice place or area, but, like, I do have the lake right there. I can see Canada. If I ever need to escape America, I can rowboat over to Canada. I haven't planned that at all. Actually, I'll probably just steal one of these yachts over here and drive it into Canada. Be like, I'm just not gonna stop. I'm just gonna ride into the beach. I'll clean everything up afterwards, but be like, sorry, I'm just trying to escape. But then I gotta fill the boat with cats and all my magic cards. Ugh. Actually, I have a go bag that's just, it has my quiver in it and all my survival supplies, and it has all my favorite decks in it. So, because my whole entire idea of if I have to escape, I still have to do other things. Like, if I have to go live in the forest, I might find somebody else who wants to play Magic. I don't know. Might be something that happens. And I have extra decks with me, so I can teach people how to play Magic, right? I know. I would be the best citizen that they ever had. I would do whatever they asked of me and be like, okay. I would be... They would be like, this was an American at some point? Oh no, is Lucille not gonna come up? Dumb. It's Gisa's something else, and Gisa's shovel. Maybe I'm just making this up. Oh, maybe it's Ghoul Caller or something. For some reason on Moxfield, the secret layer ones don't come up on here, which is annoying. Yeah, I know it's worth more than $5, so it can just sucks that. Even though I'll probably just end up putting. You know what? You know what? Fuck that. Jin is gonna. I'm putting this in Jin. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has menace, but whenever equipped creature attacks, defending player sacrifices a creature. If they don't, you do create a walker token. I'm attacking players with at least one creature every player, so if I need to get rid of people's creatures, I as well do extra damage, get a creature token out of the deal as well, and kill something that they have. Okay. That's a fun equipment. Maybe I'll put it in my cat deck. I don't know. I have multiple cat decks. My problem right now is I can't get a passport because my birth certificate isn't correct. And they won't change my birth certificate. So, because the state that I was born in is being feisty with me, and I haven't lived there for like 37 years. So, like, I have no way to get there or deal with them in person. So I've been fighting with them for years. Like, once a year, I go and I send in money, send in all the information that I need to get it amended, and then they won't. Like, I just want to leave. Like, isn't that what they want me to leave? I don't know. Like, I'm trying. So, like, I haven't been able to fly for the last 2 years. So, like, all these Magic Cons, like, I had to drive 38 hours to Vegas and then 38 hours back because I couldn't fly. Like, it's insane to me. Like, it's super dumb. It does not make me happy. Like, so, like, when Atlanta happens, I have to drive to Atlanta. Like, it's kind of nice looking at the country as you go across, but it is also not fun going across to the United States of America. It was not fun. Let's just say that. Yeah, it could have been worse, I guess. That's another way to look at it. Apparently we're capitalizing Jace the Perfected Mind. So, for March of the Machine, I built a Oathbreaker deck for every single Planeswalker, and themed them all to those planeswalkers. I built them all so that they could play against each other. Jeez, you've gone up in price. Oh my god, the fancy Phyrexian mountains. I didn't know I still had some of these. I thought I had sold them all. Yeah, like, I drove all the way across to Vegas twice. I took different directions both time. I went up through Wyoming the last time, but we drove through Colorado the time before that. And seeing Colorado is, like we said last time, is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I admire things much more than I did when I was a kid. Like, I have been all the way across the country before to California. We drove from New York to California when I was a kid because we were stationed and our new base was in California, and we had stopped in for like 2 weeks to visit family here before we drove all the way across the country. This is not fun. It's not my favorite thing. Okay, well, this was Phyrexia? Okay, oil slick. I was gonna say, somewhere. These look beautiful if you could see them. Like, in person, they are very, very hard to tell what you're looking at. Let's see if there's more. Okay, I was gonna say I only have one of each. This must have been I had 2 Ashnod decks at one point. Ashnod was like my first cosplay I ever did, and usually I make decks for whatever cosplays or puppets I build. So, like, I usually each one of my costumes and puppets have a deck. Like Choco has a Choco deck, and Ashnod, I built an Ashnod deck. I have a Agatha deck because I did Agatha of the Vile Cauldron. What else do I do? I have a Disa deck for my Tarmogoyf puppet and my Disa costume that I did. I have a Judith deck because I competed in Chicago in my Judith costume. And for whatever day that I'm cosplaying or I have my puppet, that's the only deck I play for the day, and I just play myself. I make my own fun. Like, does anybody care that I'm doing the things I'm doing? No. But I am amused. And, I think that is the whole entire thing with content creation. And, like, I do my Magic stuff, and it's stuff that I would have done anyway. So, like, I am actually having fun and doing the things that I want to do. Like, sometimes you see content creators and stuff, and you can tell that it's forced. And I don't know. I love Magic to death. Like, I've grown up on it. Like, without Magic, I would be terrible at math. I would be terrible at reading. I would be terrible at comprehension. I would be terrible at everything. And, like, when I was in school, I just would refuse to learn anything. Like, I would go to school and just play games and read comic books and do things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. My parents used to get so mad at me. But that's the side of the spectrum I'm on. I don't have the ability to care about things that I don't care about. So, like, school, I would just go there, they would give me tests, and I would just hand them back blank, and then I would get yelled at, and I was just like, I don't care. I was like, I'm just here to hang out with my friends. Like, I'm only here because I got forced to come here. Like, I didn't want to come to school. And then once I started playing Magic, and I was just doing Magic stuff at school all the time, oh my god, it was terrible. I taught so many people how to play Magic. I probably taught at least 100 people. I know probably more than that in the amount of time that I've been playing, but I don't know. I love teaching Magic. It's one of my favorite things to do. So weird because I'm so manic and bouncy all the time. But I can sit there and teach Magic and things and be nice and patient about it. These are so pretty when you can actually see them. $20 lands. You're so, $20 basic lands. I had a whole bunch of those. I don't know if I sold all of them. I was trading them and selling them to people who needed them for theme decks. I really like this card. I love making clones. Cloning things is one of my favorite things to do in Magic. In about 2.5 minutes, I am going to go take a quick little stretch break again. I do appreciate you guys sitting through the ads. Because I know they're not fun, and they're boring, and they're stupid. But that gives me a chance to go stretch my back, so... Oh yeah, I need to take these. I keep forgetting that the things that are not... worth anything, or worth not $5, I keep taking out of things. There are definitely those. I don't know. It's fun to teach Magic. I was teaching my son's friend this past summer. I just keep giving him tons and tons of cards. I'm just every time I see him, I'm like, "Here's a bunch of decks. Here's a bunch of cards," and he gets so happy about it. Like, I can't create a lot of happiness in the world. I am not good at that, but it's a way for me to do that. Like, I used to do giveaways and things all the time on my street or on my social medias and things, but I don't know. It's a pain in the butt to keep up with contests and things when I have other things going on, so I stopped doing that. Now I just kind of... I don't know how many times, like, friends on streams and things, and they're like, I need this card. And I'm like, okay, here you go, whatever. I'll send you cards. It doesn't cost me anything to... I've not playing the cards a lot of times, so that is insane. Why are you so much money? I mean, you are good. 2 mana, and the kicker's only 2. And it's the number of lands I control? Fuck. That's actually going in something. That's actually going somewhere. That's actually gonna go in Omo, I think. I always need to... That'll let me go through so many cards. Okay, in about 20 seconds, I am going to go take this quick break real quick. I get so easily distracted. 3:49. Thanks for sitting through the ads, everybody. I'm going to go probably drink another Celsius. That's probably what's happening.
Welcome back, everybody. Every time I walk by Velma, I have a whole entire group of cats that live in my house that are all named after the Scooby-Doo gang. So I have Velma, Fred, Daphne, and then there's Shaggy. Shaggy is a Maine Coon that is just this giant, monstrous cat. He's magnificent. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Emmara, Goddess of Blender, and apparently I really needed to tell you about my cats. I forgot that Falcor is afraid of the of thunder. I am enjoying this. Follow this. Anyway. Got distracted again by music. I'm so easily distracted by everything. Pinnacle Emissary, you're pretty cool. I'm gonna put you in Mr. House. My Mr. House deck is one of my favorite decks. So teaching new players, I don't think you should ever teach anybody Magic with Commander, ever. I've seen people try to do that, and I do not think that is how you introduce anybody to Magic, ever. Like, it's just too much going on. Even one-on-one Commander is better, but, like, a 4-player game of Commander is just too much to throw at somebody. So, like, I have multiple decks that I keep aside that are 60-card decks that I use for teaching people to play Magic. And I am a fan of, like, the starter decks that they've been putting out, like the Final Fantasy ones and the Avatar ones. I love Jumpstart. Jumpstart is probably my favorite way to teach people how to play Magic now. I am enjoying this as well. Music. Okay. For some reason, sometimes it goes back to a blank form, and sometimes it doesn't. Might form harmonize, or... I have too many landfall decks. Yeah, exactly. Like, the normal mechanics and things, like, I like to have like, each one of them is monocolored, at least the ones that I usually teach with, and, like, it has the strength of those colors, so they can see how those colors play. Because, like, throwing, like, even a 2-color deck, suddenly you're showing the strengths in the weaknesses with one color, whereas when you're putting 2 colors in, so usually when you put a second color in there, it's making up for that previous weakness, so it's not just showing exactly how things work. Jumpstart is probably one of my favorite ways, though, to teach. Like, you just throw things together and then just play. Like, nothing is too complicated or too terrible. Occasionally, some of the special legendaries and stuff they throw in there can be more complicated. And I also like the Jumpstart as a way to reprint certain things that need reprints. I love Omo. I was waiting for these two for the longest time. Vesuvian Doppelganger is one of my favorite cards of all time. I mean, it's not a fun deck to play against. Like, it's not a deck that I bust out very often just because it's obnoxious.
sometimes I just avoid certain decks and things. It depends on who I'm playing with, and if the table is okay with the stupid things I'm probably gonna try to do. Like, I feel like I have a use for that. Would you? Pakit. Eldrazi Temple. That is a cool Eldrazi Temple. I have an Eldrazi deck. I have a Sliver deck. Most of the time I don't ever get them out. It's so funny. Like my son's friend, like, apparently had started playing with friends and stuff beforehand. So, but like I was teaching him how actual rules, interactions, and things were working. So, and then after we finished playing with like 60 card decks the first couple of times that we played together, then we got into doing one-on-one commander, and they've definitely caught on and are getting it. That's like my friend Tom. Like, he's been playing since Amonkhet now, but like I taught him, and like it's nice to see the progress, and that I must have done a good job. Ooh, Assassin's Trophy. I don't know, I really enjoyed the Assassin's Creed set, but also I love Assassin's Creed, so like it's very easy for me with Universe Beyond stuff to be excited about them, just because I grew up playing all these games and I obsess about the things, so like I don't do them normally. Jim, you're a samurai. That's what I was wondering. Notorious Throng is pretty fun to use. What was I gonna say? The tribal sorcery with rogue on it. I feel like I have a rogue deck. I think it was just the precon for Zendikar that I just upgraded, basically. Fane the Broker, I love you. You are one of my favorite cards. You do all the things I want to do. You're an aristocrat on a stick, basically, which is fantastic. I'm all here for that. Mayhem Devil, I don't believe you are worth nearly as much as you used to be. But I use Mayhem Devil a lot. Like, a lot of these cards that aren't worth anything are just usually things that I use in decks, so just like I don't keep them with all the rest of my commons and uncommons. Oops, nice. Wondrous. Am I spelling? Oh, there's no E in Wondrous? Huh. Well, that's something I'm learning for today, I guess. I didn't know that. Excellent. Weird things to learn. Molten Tributary. Go over there. I usually don't add lands into my rare cards just because I use them for everything all the time, so I might actually just put this Volta Whispers in Jin. Yeah, maybe not. I don't always care for these artifact lands, because I've definitely had people be assholes and destroy my artifact lands before when they're just in there. They're not doing anything. Like, I'm not abusing it for any reason. Oh, man. You can stay up for the rest of the day. I love it when my packages show up early. It always makes me happy. I had that happen the other day. And it told me that it wasn't going to be there for like 2 days, and then out of nowhere it was like, hey, your package is on the way. I was like, oh, okay.
I will not turn that down. I really like these full art flip lands. I don't like flip any cards. I don't like any card that I have to take in and out of a sleeve. It annoys me. I don't like ruining my cards. Most of the time I will put them in double sleeves if it is a flip deck, or a deck that has multiple flip cards in it. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a werewolf deck, is I just don't, because most likely I would make it a wolf and a werewolf deck, and I just don't want to flip cards. Makes me unhappy. Ashnod is one of my favorite commanders. She's just simple. She does silly things. I used to buy every secret lair, so I'm assuming this is why I ended up putting most of the Japanese art lands in my... What deck was that? I feel like it's my Zira Assassin deck. My Zira Assassin deck is actually... It's my John Wick Assassin deck. It's just all assassins doing stupid assassin things. Also, I just want to put eggs in everybody. This is the other purpose of it. It also gives me a reason to use my Danny DeVito egg gif whenever I put an egg in a creature. It's really stupid. The Eternity Elevator. Huh. That's a lot of mana. If this is completely charged, what's stupid about it, mana? I would never use this. I don't know where I would use this. I don't know. Anytime I see anybody trying to get mass quantities of mana, they're up to no good. I mean, most of us are up to no good during a Magic X. I need all of those cat secret layers. The Garfield ones are magnificent. The Garfield Dark Ritual I absolutely love. I've been waiting for that cat secret layer since they had the little contest wherever if the cat one sold before the dog one, we were gonna get a cat secret layer, and I've been waiting since like an hour after that happened. I was very excited about MagicCon. They had a cat area, a secret lair area where they were showing the new secret lair off daily. They were putting out a new card, and there was just kittens, and you could go and hang out with kittens for 15 minutes. It was wonderful. That was the best thing at the MagicCon, was hanging out with kittens. So stupid. Like, over there, all this other exciting stuff going on, and I'm just like, cats! Not that I don't get to hang out with cats all the time anyway, but like, they were adorable little kittens, and little Fettuccine, he was such a little cutie, and he wanted to be my friend. They told me they were going to have to check my bag before I left because they couldn't trust me without stealing a kitten. I was like, I wouldn't steal a kitten. I would steal a kitten. I say I wouldn't steal a kitten, but I would steal a kitten. Cyber Drive Awakener. Actually, that needs to go aside, because somebody is buying that, actually. So that's the other thing. I forgot that I was looking for cards for my friend as well. I'm multitasking right now. I'm looking for cards for people, I'm building a deck, and I'm entering my collection in. This is one of my original overruns. Back in the day, this was power back in the day. I mean, it still wins games. I don't know. It's a lot of mana for what it does. I don't know. It's not really that much mana, I guess, for what it does. And the trample is usually what ends up killing people. And so, I keep looking at the amount of rare cards and things that I still need to enter in here, and
looks so daunting. There's just so much. I don't. I could be doing this for years, I feel like. This stream would just be a never ending stream if I wanted it to be every day. Just entering magic cards. I let things get out of control. Now I'm just sitting here looking at it and going, at least I know what I did with my life. That's what I like to think. I'm like, I didn't drink it away. I know what I did. I know what I've done to myself. So the sparkle ones? The galaxy foils have different sparkle. They're like little circulars. The Edge of Eternity ones have different. Oh my god, when EOE was so long ago. That's insane. It's crazy to me. It's so weird how fast time goes, especially with like these games. Like, yeah, I've been putting aside money for the cat secret lair. It's like, this is happening. I'm gonna be very sad. If you ever want to see the angriest human being in the world, I will be that person if I don't get my cat secret lair. You will see the angriest human being who has ever existed in the Magic community. It'd be the stupidest thing for me to get so angry about, but I'm not paying some scalper a bunch of extra money for something that I shouldn't have to pay a bunch of extra money for. I absolutely hate all the scalping and things that is happening now. Like, and it's because they started putting fucking chase cards and things with these serialized cards and stuff in the packs, and now we have people who don't. We already had the financial side of Magic, people that manipulate things and cause problems. I hope so too. And if you're trying to get it, I hope you get it too. I am very excited. I have like 4 cat decks, so I have somewhere for everything. I just built a black cat deck finally. It's silly enough, but I have put Black Cat in there from Spider-Man because obviously she should be in there because she's literally named Black Cat. Ended up having to make it Lord Windgrace just because I needed black. I needed a black cat. I was gonna use Miri the Cursed, but then if I use Miri, that means I couldn't use other colors, and there's not enough black cats to make a theme deck with just black cats. So $20. You know, the silly thing is that was a card that was in the Explorers of Ixalan box game that came out, and at one point those boxes were like clearancing off at like Target and stuff for almost $20. That's just that one card is worth the whole entire box, basically. I am a big fan of Feast of the Victorious Dead. It's silly. At the beginning of your end step, if one or more creatures die this turn, you gain that much life and distribute that many +1/+1 counters among creatures you control. It's good for aristocrats. It's good for decks that just want to throw things at people, which I love throwing things at people. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't even give a fuck about my creatures at all. These must have come from a deck of some sort. I have a soldier deck that actually needs to be upgraded, and now there's a whole bunch of new soldiers that I need to look into. I don't know, I really haven't been paying attention to the Marvel previews. I probably should be, but I don't like to build decks and things before I even have access to cards. It doesn't bring me any kind of joy, so I just don't do it. Like, I don't usually ever build decks on Moxfield unless I actually own the deck in paper, either Mana Tithe is one of my favorite cards. If I'm playing white, I probably have a Mana Tithe in my deck. Unless I'm playing blue. If I'm playing like Azorius and I have access to actual counter spells. But if I'm just playing like monocolor white, or if I'm just doing like double colors that don't have blue in them, where I don't have counter spells, there's probably a Mana Tithe in there somewhere that I'm gonna use to just be a pain in the ass. Because it feels so good when you can Mana Tithe somebody. It's a great feeling. Like, I think my favorite thing is when they know it's in my hand, and then they forget and use all their mana. That's probably my favorite part. Oh, Sky Hunter, when did you go up? Sky Hunter wasn't worth anything for the longest time. Oh my god, how many of these do I have? Too many of them, apparently. I think there's another one. 4 of them. I bought a lot of Commander... What's that? Commander Legends, I think. That is true. I didn't even think about that. It makes it even funnier. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's happened so many times where they know it's there and it still happens. It makes me so happy. And they're like, ah, shit, I forgot about that. And I'm like, hee hee. I'm hilarious, is what I think to myself. And usually that's like the play of the game for me. I don't even care if I win or anything. I'm just like, yep, I have done the thing. I got to play one of my favorite cards, and I like to do things that other like I don't see as color bleed for the most part. Like it's a color bend, but they don't do it all the time. Like, it's when the things start happening in a color that shouldn't happen in a color all the time where I get annoyed. If you just start, I don't know, I just keep thinking about it and how, with as many sets that are coming out over and over, just so fast, that things are just eventually going to blend together, and that's one of the strengths of Magic, is that the colors have weaknesses, and if everything just keeps doing this, all the things, it's just I feel like there's not time to even test things anymore. Like, there's no way that there is like, there used to be a future league that used to be in charge of like practicing and seeing what is going to, or playing with the cards and seeing what is going to be popular or be powerful and what people are probably going to be playing later on, and making sure that there's not weird interactions and things. And I don't think, yeah, exactly, having a weakness in the card but letting it do the thing. Because there's even a black counter spell too, and the white counter spell and the black counter spell both have weaknesses. So you're not just getting to do it. I love the Wizard of Barge ones, the Ooze ones. These actually were in my Ooze deck, and then I was gonna rebuild my Ooze deck. Which, you know what? Maybe I do Mutagen Man as my Ooze deck. But then I can only use green, and there are some blue ones, slimes, that I would like to use. Should rebuild it though. Oh, little jelly bean. I have an Amnath deck, but it's the 5-color Amnath, and it's a all Phyrexian Praetor deck. I only play it during we do a charity stream, Praetors for Changed, as all Phyrexian decks and Mirrodin decks, or Mirrodin decks, and I only play that deck during that because horrible. It does terrible things. It's not fun to play against. I want to put all the Predators out, so I have the one card that lets me play all the Predators if I can get it to happen. It's magnificent. I know. I hate Simic so much. Simic just Simics. Ugh. I was playing against the Simic deck last night, the new Quandrix one, and I hate those Strixhaven decks. They're all so powerful. They all do stupid things, some of them. Like, so it's just like, ugh. I managed to use the Quandrix deck to go and kill the person that I needed to kill, that I couldn't kill by myself. Then I killed them afterwards. I managed to pull off the win last night on stream, and I didn't think I was going to be able to. I didn't have the cards to do what I need to be a threat, so I had to use the other players to actually finish off the people that I needed to finish off. Yeah, there is a lot of really fun oozes. I got to use the one ooze that flashes in that counters triggers the other day. It's wonderful. They did not. What did I counter? Oh, I countered the trigger on their mana rock after they had tapped all their mana. So they couldn't cast the spell that they wanted to cast. Usually on Wednesday nights we play our theme deck games on Magic Online. Me and my friends, the Breakfast Club. We got in trouble one day on Magic Online, so we just started calling ourselves the Breakfast Club. So we play theme games on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then usually me and my friend Tom, we play one-on-one Commander on Thursday nights at 6 p.m. That's our only time that we get together to actually play Magic most of the time, unless we're at conventions and stuff, so it's just our weekly. We're just testing out our decks and seeing how they play. That's how I goldfish. Like, I get to at least see. Yeah, I just leave me stream here on my. Usually the four of us on Wednesdays have our stream all hooked up together, so all of our chats and things are all hooked together. And then I usually play at my kitchen table. Actually, I usually just call it Thursday night kitchen table magic, because it's just usually me and Tom. It reminds me of the old school days when I was just playing one-on-one with my friends. Like, we're just dicking around for the most part. It's not very serious. It's probably the most unprofessional Magic stream that's on. And then usually on Sundays, when I do get a chance to actually do it, we usually do my plane chase games on Sundays, and that's usually at like 8 p.m. And that's all Eastern time. I used to do a lot more streams, but I guessed at a lot of places too, so like I burn out eventually. Like tomorrow I'm guesting on my friend Cass's stream at 7 o'clock, and then we're going into our Kindred game tomorrow. Our theme game is at 10 o'clock tomorrow, actually, because I had a stream at 7, and then my friend Chris, one more game, MTG, he has a stream at 8 o'clock, so we just moved our stream to 10 o'clock. Most of the time it's at 9. I don't know, we have a lot of fun. Like, we've been playing for like 2 years together. We were all friends for like 2 years before that, so we've known each other for a long time, and we just dick around and have fun. Like, we build our weird theme decks. What was our theme the other day? We could only use however many letters were in. We were playing 2 colors. However many letters were in the name of the faction that we were using was either we do odds or evens. 6 p.m. Eastern is usually when we play our kitchen table games. And sometimes if Tom is not able to make it here, we sometimes just actually start games with others and do spell table. So And if you ever want to play, I am always like my Sunday night games. I'm always that kind of just fluctuates time wise, but usually 8 p.m. Eastern is my Sunday night games for Plane Chase, and I always am looking for new people to come and play with us. We have a lot of fun. It's just usually silly shenanigans. we, we don't take ourselves seriously at all. Like we're trying to win, but like we're just having fun. That's my whole entire thing. I don't ever get serious about it. It's just a game. Like I've had people get angry during games, and I'm just like, why? It's like this is not affecting anything in the universe. We're just here trying to have fun and take our minds off things. That's usually what I'm doing. Greasefang, I need to build you still. I haven't built Greasefang. I like Greasefang. Sorry if I'm just. I ramble so much. And I bounce around so often. Like, here's the information you asked for, but then here's 20 other things I'm talking about. Ah. Oh, Dak. Poor Dak really just didn't got the shaft. He got killed for just, like, no reason whatsoever. Kilo, you're just silly. I'm never gonna build you. It just does the thing that it does. Like, that's like one of my problems. I wish the Marvel cards were more complicated. I wish they were more like a Modern Masters y kind of set, slash like Modern Horizon set. Excellent. In about a minute, I am gonna go stretch my back real quick. Uh, I wish I didn't have to stretch my back so often. That's so stupid. Don't get old. That's dumb. I've had this stupid spinal fusion thing happening for like the last like 17 years, and it's just dumb. That artwork is beautiful. I think I'm just gonna leave that artwork up while I go and stretch my back out real quick. Thanks for sitting through the ad breaks. I do appreciate it. It does fund my internet, which is great. I need internet so I can stream. I'm gonna go grab another stack of cards while I'm at it too. I'll be right back, everybody. Me too. That's how I feel about a lot of it. I wish I could get more excited about it. I feel like some of the characters don't feel like the characters. Some of my characters didn't even get cards, which confuses me. I feel like I'm really not happy that there's no Moon Knight. I was thinking last night, I kind of wish that they decided to do the decks. Actually, welcome back, everybody, as I just start talking. I wish they would have, kind of how they did Spider-Man. You have all the Spider-Man characters. Okay, they're all in one place. Instead of doing just Marvel superheroes, which is just like a generic everything umbrella, could be anything in the deck or in the game. So like, or in the comic books, like, I feel like they should have done like Marvel Knights and did like all the street level stuff, and then they could have done the street level or done the storylines that were in those comic books. Instead, you have Marvel superheroes, and it's just this giant umbrella of all these different events, all these different characters, and it's just, some of it is just random stuff from like the cartoons and weird things, like really niche things. But you could have done that with any set. Like, I imagine there's a space set with all the space characters and university things. No, nothing at all. And that's the thing too, without structure, it really, I feel like that is one of the biggest weaknesses between Spider-Man and Marvel superheroes, is there's no structure. When you look at like Avatar, you look at Fallout, there's storylines, there's something keeping everything together. And with Marvel superheroes and Spider-Man, you're just throwing 100 legendary creatures into a set with no story. You have cards that show off different storylines with like the sagas, but like I feel like even, I mean, they could make a million sets if they just did storyline sets, but like I feel like it's just filler, I guess. And that's kind of how Ninja Turtles felt too, that you have multiple Ninja Turtle stories, so like it's not even structured at all. I don't know. It makes me sad. It frustrates me, and I kind of wish that they would change things. Yeah. Me too. Apparently, cowards is a. You can't write the word coward. It just had it come up and it was like bullying. I was like, somebody can be a coward. That's not a. That's a thing. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, that they could just do like, because there's different Marvel universes. When I had Nightbot on here, Nightbot used to yell at people for everything, and I was just like, Nightbot, I don't care, Nightbot, stop it. Stop stopping people from saying things. But they could have done a different Marvel universe, do Marvel, I don't remember what universe 617 is, but just, you could have it be exactly the same, yeah. Yeah, exactly, and then made it so like there is a magic incursion, like especially since you do have magic characters like Doctor Strange and stuff like that. Instead, have the Marvel characters go to the one of the magic universes. I don't know, do something weird, like, and so, a lot of times it's just, for the longest time they wouldn't do a space set, which was nonsense, like, because they were like, magic players aren't gonna like space. I'm like, space is just science and magic most of the time. I mean, Star Wars is fucking magic. Like, I'm waiting for Star Wars. When that happens, my poor brain will explode. See, I'm waiting for X-Men. That's... I will be very excited when X-Men comes. I'll put more effort into being an ambassador and things when it's X-Men. I am very excited about Star Trek as well. Yeah, exactly. I remember Spelljammer. Oh my god. There's just been so many things that I was hoping, there was a whole bunch of, like, secret layers I was hoping for when we went to Edge of Eternities. Ugh. We didn't get any of them, which makes me sad. I was really hoping, because Alien Earth had just come out right about the time that EOE was coming out, and I was hoping that we were getting an Alien secret layer. Ugh, I would have been so happy. Aliens, I am super into aliens. Alien and Predator. I have a giant queen alien tattoo going up my thigh. One of my favorite aesthetics is freaking H.R. Geiger art. So one of the reasons why I love Phyrexians. Like, absolutely love Alien. Ugh. Yeah, my alien queen that I have going up my leg was one of my first tattoos that I ever got. I used to have all the Alien toys from the Alien toy line that came out years and years ago. All the Predators that go with them. That's stupid. I obsess about all the things that I love. Did you? I'm very excited. They just showed that Alien Isolation 2 is coming out. Maybe I should rebuild my squirrel deck. I took my squirrel deck apart, but now that obviously Squirrel Girl has to go, and I just wish that the Marvel cards did more unique things. I mean, they do some of them do the things that I expected them to do, but like, I want different stuff. Yes, I really enjoyed. What is the other? Alien vs. Predator was really good on the Xbox 360. I want to say. That was one of my favorite ones, because you got to play as the alien, you got to play as the predator, and you got to play as the humans in different parts of the storyline. That was one of my favorite ones. I was playing, I think it's the last Alien one that just came out, that it's not turn-based, it's I guess it would be real-time strategy, kind of, I guess. It's really hard. It's vicious. I am excited about the Fantastic Four. They're one of my favorite. I actually I built my... Over the weekend, I built a the Fantastic Four Galactus Lego. Don't fall over, Galactus. He does not want to stand up. He says no. I feel like he's gonna fall on me at some point during this stream. There, you stand up like that. I love the Fantastic Four. Ugh, I love so many comic book things. Jin, I don't know what else. Apparently we're just not running into anything that I want to put in Jin, which is... I love myself a good combo that it takes effort to put into. It's the 2-card combo that I'm just like, meh.
It doesn't excite me unless if I'm playing like CEDH. I don't even in CEDH I don't like doing it. So I guess it's just so uneventful, I guess, is how I feel. I've definitely had streams where we're playing and somebody does a 2-card combo and there's no interaction most of the time, or no way to interact with it, and everybody at the table just groans. The one person is really proud of themselves, and everybody's just like, oh, okay, everything I just did for the last 2 hours meant nothing. Excellent. Cool. Yep. It's always just so boring. I'm very excited about the Doctor Doom that lets me win the game if I run out of cards. I'm definitely going to try him out in Yuriko, because I do use the Doomsday Demonic Consultation in there, so, like, I was like, may as well try to win with Doctor Doom. It's another way to try to win with Yuriko. She wins every once in a while, and it feels good when she wins. This is probably my favorite Chandra. Back in the day, the 4-mana version of the Planeswalker used to always be really badass. Fucking Jace. Jace was in freaking everything for the longest time. Now he's not anything, but yeah, I like moving parts. Like I like that you have to put a machine together, and then yeah, there's definitely certain ones that you can't interact with at all, and usually I know they're in there. And I don't like to tell people that they can't play things. Like, I don't want to ever be the judge police or the deck police and be like, oh, I'm not going to play against decks with this in it. Like, usually I'm just put you on a chopping block. I'm like, yeah, I know you have this in here, so you need to die. So that's your punishment for doing having a 2-card combo in your deck. Is that I'm just trying to speed my way to kill you. It's kind of like how there's certain commanders. I always warn people, I'm like, if you're playing Joda, I know what Joda does. Like, I know I can't let you have Joda out, and you're gonna keep casting Joda. So, like, I have to take you out. Like, it's like, just so you know, I am coming for you. And out of the other players, yeah, you're probably the one that I'm coming for. So just so you know. Definitely died to it. Yeah, it's literally threat assessment, and that's what I hate when people are like, you're targeting me, and I'm like, it's because you're the biggest threat to my deck. Yes, you're doing nothing right now, but I know at some point it's going to get to a point that I can't deal with it. So I need to do something about it when I can. Like, so a lot of times, I hate when people get, like, feisty about being attacked. I'm like, that's literally what we're trying to do here, is to beat each other. Like, what are you doing? Like, I know when I'm a problem. Like, I don't get mad when people come after me because I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm being, like, and if anything, I'm just proud of myself because when I'm being attacked by everybody, that means my deck is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I'm winning. So, and if I manage to pull it off, even better. Like, exactly. They're like, it's even better when they get killed by something that they're abusing, and then they get angry about it. And I'm just like, you played 400 scoot swarms. What am I supposed to do? I Rakdos charmed you.
You died because you got greedy. Like, that's so silly to me. This is like, you shouldn't get up, like, you should have killed everybody, like, it's like, I've definitely done that to me before. I always have Rakdos Charm in my deck. If I'm playing in Rakdos colors and I play a lot of Grixis, always have Rakdos Charm in my deck. It's one of those cards that if I get a copy, I usually just set it aside because I'm probably using it for something. I forgot about this guy. It was the guy who was he hunting Garrick, I feel like? It was a long time ago when that all happened. Sting, what do you do? I was not paying attention. Beginning of each combat, untap equipped creature. That wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't do us any good. I don't know, after playing Magic for thousands and thousands of Commander games, like, I've definitely had people get feisty about just silly things, and I usually just try to laugh it off, because it doesn't affect me. Like, I just like to play Magic and have fun. You're upset right now? Okay, cool. It's those damn Simic players that are even worse, though, when you combine both the colors together and they get pissy. I'm ramping and I'm drawing cards and you're angry about it. Yes, I am. Correct. Please, stop. And then I punish you for it and you're like, ah. I hate omnipotence. Make me so unhappy. I don't think I've ever actually cast it. I have way too many copies of it. It's one of those cards that I don't use for anything. So, like, I don't get to trade cards as often as I would like. I love trading. Trading Magic cards is one of my favorite things to still do. It never, ever costs that. Somebody always cheats it out in some way. I was talking to somebody the other day about how whenever somebody is like, it's an Edgar Markov deck, but it doesn't do what Edgar. It's different. I'm like, it's never different. Never ever. It's an Atraxa deck, but it doesn't do the thing that Atraxa deck does. Do I'm like, no. I refuse to fall for your trickery. Usually the only time that happens, it's never on like my streams or streams that I go on. It is always when I'm out and about at like cons and things, playing with strangers, and they usually are like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't do the thing that it does," and I'm like, "Yep, okay." I'm just gonna kill you. I hope you know that. Like. See, it's got knights. It does knight stuff. You know, I did have a knight Edgar Markov deck for the longest time. Then my knight deck ended up becoming Zabari there. And then I had an Edgar Markov vampire deck. It did vampire things. Hello, baby. Lando's here. Oh, my baby. He's been very playful. He likes thunderstorms. He goes crazy during thunderstorms and just starts running around playing. I don't know. She was in the living room just rolling around being crazy. I would believe you. It's so funny. I was saying earlier, my friend's son, like, the first time I played Magic with him, he's like, "You don't have a Sliver deck or Eldrazi deck. I don't want to play against those." I was like, "You've been playing Magic for like a week. Who hurt you? What happened?" It was like, did somebody play an Eldrazi deck or a Sliver deck against you? I was like, what? How did that happen? Just like, that is obviously not how I'm going to teach you how to play Magic, child. Be like, here's a Sliver deck. I'm going to play against your Precon. Let me teach you how to play Magic now. That's a power move right there. Makes somebody never want to play Magic, ever. I just put... What did I just put in my Eldrazi deck? Krang, I think? I don't know why. Does he do colorless things? I don't remember. I think I just put him in there because he was big and stupid. Big and stupid. Rampant growth. This was the Night Duel deck one, I do believe. Still like $1 card. So stupid. Oh my god, there was another one. God damn it. Whenever I don't look to see if there's another copy of something behind it, there always is another copy behind it. I remember her. She was one of the Brawl deck commanders, I do believe. Or the Brawl commanders. What is her name? Sir... It's not Gwen. Is it Sir Gwen? Might be. Might be wrong. I feel like either they would be very impressed and they would be like, that's what I want to do. Or they'd just be like, oh, I never want to play Magic ever again. I don't know how I would feel about it now. Like, if I was just learning. Like, I feel like there's just so much to take in now. Even though, I guess, when I started Magic, like, the rule book was like 110 pages, and it was just nonsense. Like, every rule had, like, haste, A, blah 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 blah, B, blah 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 blah. I'm like, and now it just is like, creature can attack on turn it comes into play. You don't even need to say it now, no, it just says haste. You're like, figure it out. Nature's Lore, you're still a $5 card. That's stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you know it's somebody's first time, I hate holding back, but also, like, I know not to play certain things and do certain stuff to make it a bad experience. Like, you want people to come back to the game, so, like, making somebody miserable or making it so, I don't know if it's like a show-off kind of thing that you it's making you feel cool about yourself. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Like, I want more people playing the thing that I enjoy, because I get more Magic cards, I get more Warhammer stuff, I get comic books. Like, the more people who enjoy the fandoms that I do, the more things I get for them. So, like, I want people to have good experiences. I want people to come back. See, that was one of the things I was having a discussion with some people at MagicCon, and we were discussing how do you keep the players that you're bringing in with Universes Beyond? How do you introduce them to the Magic property and IP? Like, you get somebody here from Spider-Man, then the next set is a Magic set, and you're not going back to Marvel for another year, and there's multiple sets in between. How do you keep that person who might not be into that kind of world, or that next property. I don't know. He's like, I am just gonna teach these kids a lesson. Pre-order age are still expensive. Stupid. I still need to go through all my, like, I got most of my commons together and all my uncommons together in color, but I haven't put them in order or actually gone through them. And I know there's a whole bunch more uncommons that are actually worth a lot of money. Stock Up is still a $6 card. That's freaking stupid. Like, baffles me when like uncommons and things are worth as much as they are. Like, back in the day, that would have never happened. I remember when Force of Will was like a $1 card, and I could not figure out for the life of me why people were not all over Force of Will when it first came out. It's a free counter spell. I had 4 of them in my deck, and every copy that my friends had, I traded for. Like, see, that's kind of fun. I like that. That makes me happy. See, I love when people do unique or weird stuff with their decks. That sounds like a lot of fun to play. Yeah, even after the reprint, which is insane to me. And the foil is $10, which is even... I assumed it had gone down because Strixhaven had just reprinted it, but apparently not. I mean, how often is it being used? I don't know. My Eldrazi deck does Eldrazi things, and you know what? I hate Annihilator. Like, Annihilator is one of the worst mechanics that was ever invented in Magic. Like, it just makes nothing fun, and anybody who's using it, like, it is in my Eldrazi deck. I'm an asshole, but at least I know I'm being an asshole about it. But, like, it really... I've been in a game where somebody does... Yeah, if it said non-land, it would be better. The last time it happened to me, somebody did destroy my lands, so I had no lands, and it was, like, turn 3? So I had, like, 1 land the whole game until I was dead, and they wouldn't kill me because I couldn't... Every time I would get lands out, I wasn't hitting more in my hand, so I was just like, well, this is fun. And they were having a blast. The other 2 people were trying to put up with them. I wasn't doing anything, so I was just kind of sitting in the bar, sipping my drink, and just going, yep, this is what I came here to do. Play Magic. I'm just waiting so that I can use the Apocalypse Chime someday and destroy somebody's homeland cards. It's too bad I can't change the expansion symbol on people's cards, right? It's one of the only cards that actually attacks a set of cards. Yeah, it really stinks. I'm like, just take me out at least so I can get up and go do something else, or while you guys are playing. Like, I feel rude leaving the table. Like, ugh. Yeah, you always have to give the warnings of things and be like, yeah, I don't have this in here. Sometimes that is how you convince the people. What is happening, my friend? This is Lando. Lando is my bestest buddy. No.
Lando's my baby.
He doesn't usually come up here, but he gets playful during thunderstorms. He has a little white dot on his tail, on the end of his tail. The best. It reminds me of like a beholder tail or a beholder eye stalk. Usually, he's got a really long tail, so it like bends at the end and then looks around. So like when I'm in my recliner and stuff and he is wandering through, it looks like there's like an eye looking at me. It's great. It's the small things that make me happy. I don't know what he's up to. It kind of is worrying me. He's not usually out and about. Yeah, like a periscope. It's great. It's so cute because I usually just see him walking past the recliner and just see it, and then occasionally it like looks at you. It's very cute. I I love cats. I love cats way too much. My babies make me happy, and that's insane. The Tireless Provisioner is still a $4 card. There's so many cards that I'm just like, how is this still so much money? Why are they not reprinting this? I kind of feel like sometimes I know there's got to be a secret group in Wizards that actually does monitor the secondary market, but I feel like they don't really pay attention well to the community and what people are playing and what people are doing and how much things are being charged card wise. It is true. You know how many buttholes I see a day? That's not even the people I see outside. So many cat buttholes. Spark Double, you're such a good card. You know what? I might put Spark Double in Jin. You know what? I am. We're putting Spark Double in there. We haven't found anything that I was like. I thought about doing Exalted. I'm gonna go take a quick stretch break real quick, and then I will be right back. 2 minutes, and I will return to you. Thanks for sitting through the ad breaks. I do appreciate it.
Welcome back, everybody. I do have kitties.
There were some silly cards in the Modern Horizon sets. Yeah, it's so weird too, because like they're not allowed to like take ideas from people. You're not supposed to talk about things with WotC employees. It still happens. And sometimes I'm just like, yeah, they stole my idea. Excellent. I'm like, I will just throw this idea out there so that they do it, because I have no real power in the world. I can't make it happen. But I want this in my life. Reset. This is my batty cat. Here's my old man. Old man Batman is what I call him most of the time. Reference to Old Man Logan. That would have been a cool card to get, Old Man Logan. I don't know what else. I haven't paid attention to any of the previews. Like, the only things I've seen are things that friends have reposted and things, so, like, I don't know what's going on. Stuff, I imagine. When it comes out, I'll play. Actually, I will be doing the early access next week, I think. Oh my god, is that... Yeah, it's next week. So yeah, I will be playing the Marvel Superheroes Early Access in Arena next week. I swear I know what's going on. I don't. I usually just draft the shit out of the set is what I do, because I can't afford to draft it on Arena normally. So I have access for like a day and a half where I could just draft all I want, so I just go crazy. It's like, I will play as many games as I possibly can. Min, you are cool. I am a fan of basically anything that lets me clone stuff. One of my favorite decks is a Wilson Refined, this is his name, Refined something. Oh my god, just forgot. Anyway, that's Wilson, the bear. And, oh my god, I can't remember the name of things right now. I've looked at too many Magic cards today, and now my brain is not working anymore. I play the deck all the time. Anyway, it clones Wilson's. How exciting. I can't figure out words right now. Man, Billy Talent, I love you. I remember for the longest time this didn't get a reprint. It was first in 2012, I think. I can't believe I haven't found very many cards for my deck yet. Yes, Refined Grizzly. There we go. It's insane to me that I couldn't figure it out. Oh my god, Arcane Denial. Back in the day. This is old school. This is from my original collection, too. A lot of my original collection, I sold my first two Magic collections. I traded one of them. I think I had traded my first Magic collection for the Star Wars and Star Trek collectible card games. I was still playing Magic and I kept my decks, but I got rid of all my other cards. Stupid mistake. That was not my best play. And I have my second collection I sold because I needed to pay for things, which was stupid. Stupid things that were just life things. So pointless. I hate spending my money on real things and people things. Doing life stuff. Ah, Niv Mizzet. The other kind of deck that people tell me is never the same. You know, I have some friends that always that their decks really do not do the thing that you think they would do. And that always does make me happy. My one friend Quinn, Faye has a it's a 5-color Assassin's Creed deck, but it's just all black. So, yeah, there are different Niv Mizzets. Not all Niv Mizzets are created equal. Or not all Niv Mizzets are monsters. Oh, Cryptic Command. I love modular cards that let me do multiple things. Oh, Batty. What are you doing, baby? It's just pushing open to me. Oh, I'm just using my hand as a bed. You're so silly, baby boy. I feel like I was building something. Sometimes when I'm going through my stacks of cards, I'm like, this looks like there's things that would be together in a deck. Was I building a deck? Actually, I had a couple of piles back there that I just took apart because I was building a 5-color Avatar deck and I was building a 5-color Noble deck. And then I decided I don't want to build any more 5-color decks this year. I built a couple last year. They're theme decks for certain kindred groups, so they do different things that just not super exciting. I don't know. I hate 5-color decks for the most part. They just always do the same thing, which just annoys me. I don't know. I feel like 5-color decks a couple years ago were actually okay, just because it takes a lot of the mana base wasn't super easy to make work. Like, you had to have certain cards to make it more consistent. And now 5-color decks just do the thing. Like, I have not dealt with a 5-color deck that's not casting their commander like with no problem whatsoever. So I was gonna build a Niv Mizzet deck, it was just all the Niv Mizzets. I just never got around to it. And then that would be another 5-color deck. Stupid 5-color decks. And I already have one over there that I am going to finish because I was building one for the Avatar and doing a Shrine deck. I already had a Shrine deck. I can't find 2 of the Shrines right now. I'm still going through my cards, so I know they're there. I just don't know where. I hate knowing what I have, but not knowing where the things are. I love the artwork on Niv Mizzet Parun. I just want to pet him. He looks like he wants pets. I think that a lot of times about my cats too, though, and then they don't want me to pet them. Part of me hopes that we actually get another Baldur's Gate set. I feel like they could make another Baldur's Gate. It would let them reprint a bunch of the legendary, or a lot of the cards that need to be reprinted. And it would let them make new cards of the things that didn't get cards. And now everybody actually played Baldur's Gate and are fans. So now the set will actually do well. I bought the shit out of it. I was playing the beta at the time, so I was excited. Exactly. I don't like to just be able to do everything, and that's why I ended up taking apart that. I was excited to build, like, I was using Kenrith, obviously, for 5-color nobles, and it would have done its thing. it wasn't leveraging Kenrith because I just wanted him for the colors, but like it was just gonna do the thing. I really like these double exposure cards. I love Dustborn. Dustborn is one of my favorite sets. Oh, Enchanted Evening. I forgot about you. Enchanted Evening is fun to abuse. I wish it had green. Or that I could... I guess I could still use it in a deck that has green. Also, it has Rebecca Gay art, which is just... Ugh. I feel like I should go put this in something. I don't know what. I have a couple enchantment decks. My Enchantress decks make me happy. I am enjoying this. Yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of times when I build theme decks too, is I only use like spells that feel like those characters would do those things. So like those are some of the limitations. Like my Cubu deck only uses cards that have monkeys and apes in them. Like I like to just I like to make it feel like those things are happening. I like to tell a story as I'm going in my brain, and I'm like, these are the silly things that are happening right now. Nobody else knows that I'm just sitting there having my own fun in my brain. I do want to build a skeleton deck, but I'm waiting. I also don't like the kindred groups like elves and vampires and anything that just can do everything. Like there is a version of a creature in that theme that can do the thing, and that annoys me. It feels watered down. It doesn't feel unique. So even though I do have all those, like I was building a kindred deck for this a single thing, so I do have elf decks and vampire decks and things, but like I don't want them just to do the same thing. Like I want that theme to have some kind of unique thing that it does. Otherwise, it doesn't interest me. And squirrels are getting to that point where they're just doing everything. So I'm just like, ugh. Makes me sad. I love squirrels. I didn't realize how many people love squirrels. The squirrel people are crazy. That squirrel group. I love Pestilence. Pestilence was one of my first 10 magic cards that I ever owned. Ended up buying 10 magic cards because I had $1 and some sports card vendor had some magic cards, and I had no idea what they were. I just was like, oh, this artwork is really cool, so I just bought like 10 black cards that had really cool artwork. And that's how I started Magic. $1, 10 cards, and now I don't know what the fuck happened. Looking at what I've done with my life, and I'm like, played a lot of Magic. That's the thing I did. I bought a lot of Magic cards. Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, what's happening now is a lot of those kindred groups are getting into other colors. So now zombies are in what? I mean, zombies were in white because of Amonkhet, but now, like, they're black, blue, and white. And then things are starting to seep into other colors. I don't know. I feel like they need to slow down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I do love Streffen. And I think Glavinino is pretty cool too. I don't know, there are some. I love my, what's her name? The sexy librarian, vampire. I like my Orzhov vampire deck. Where I'm just trying to throw counters on her and do stupid things. Plus, she's a sexy librarian. Oh, God. I wish there was an easier way to find... I don't know what the syntax is for searching for things. Oh my God, I know this was an uncard from forever ago. Years ago. Sort of centuries ago. This was from the first set, I feel like. That might be correct. Oh my God, yeah, this was back in 2004. It's unhinged. It's gonna be there for a really long time. Oh my God. $70 for a foil of that. That's insane for a swamp. Yeah, Amelia. You know what? We're just gonna type it in here. We'll just bring it up. Miss Marvel. That's not what we're looking for. Ah, there we go. Yeah. I am just trying to gain life. She has a terrible ward. Nobody ever wants to pay. Like, nobody wants to be lightning bolt themselves. Oh, what is it? Carmen. I know. Ugh. She's so sexy. No more. Ah. This is the other one. This is the... Oh no, these were the ones that were from Double Masters. Double Masters, when were you? You were... around... this time? What was her... yeah, Carmen was the other one that was the Ixalan alternate commander, and she just slaps. Oh my God, every time I use her, she just wrecks people's lives. She does the things. Ugh. Double Masters, you were a lot further in than I thought you were. It's crazy the amount of sets that have come out, but it's hard to keep track of the order that the sets came out in. It's crazy to me that EOE came out like a year ago and that freaking Ixalan came out 2 years ago. Like, I don't know where time went. Or I used to measure everything by magic sets, timeline wise, and now I couldn't tell you what the fuck is going on. So I used to keep track of things. Yeah, like, she gets out of hand really, really fast. Yeah, she is. Most of my decks, too, like my theme decks, are modular for the most part. They can change in and out commanders just to play differently. Because I usually try to use my commander, like, it's not just there for colors most of the time. So if I get bored, I usually will just change out into a different commander. There are certain ones that I use the same. Oh, I forgot these were stupid lands. I need to actually put my lands in order to... I've been selling off and trading any of my theme lands that I don't use, just so other people could theme their decks.
There's lots of other people who are out there in the world who like to theme their decks and
Make sure that their lands all go with the theme that they're doing and stuff. So, and I've already built the deck and already have the lands I need for most of the time. So. Interesting. Put one into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. You know, in Demir, putting 3 cards, put one in my hand and 3 into my graveyard is just drawing 3 cards most of the time. Foggy Swamp, I want to use you. I want you to do something. Every time you're just hanging out in my hand, and I just never actually cast you, which makes me sad. Like, you seem weird. You seem like you can do something silly. God, I love the Avatar set so much. What did we remember? See, that's cool. Like, I've seen people do that, like, where they just keep, like, little sections in their deck box so that they can just take out, like, 15 cards and put 15 other cards in to completely change the deck, and I love that. That's something that I would like to do with some of my decks, just so, because, like, my Ashnod deck, I built 2 Ashnod decks because there's so many different aristocraty sacrifice effects, so that both decks had completely different cards in them. But I probably should have just kept the other cards aside, just to be able to switch them out if I feel like just changing the deck, instead of having 2 versions of the deck. Would have been a good idea. It's crazy how much some of the foils for, like, these, like, Warhammer and, or not Warhammer, but Fallout and Doctor Who and stuff, nobody's opening collector packs anymore, so whatever foils are out there are all that are out there, so even like the commons and uncommon foils are crazily priced. Valkyrie. I used to play this long ago. Cold Snap was a weird freaking time. Like, I wasn't playing during Cold Snap, I was just buying and collecting at that point in time. Like, even when I haven't been playing Magic, I was still collecting Magic. Spell Savers are fun. They have lots of weird abilities. I don't know, I'm a big fan of, like, weird cards. Cards that do weird things that might only be situational and, like, winning-wise. But when I do get to do something with them, it makes me so happy. Eivor I've never gotten to cast in my Saga deck. I have a Final Fantasy Saga deck, and then I have a Tom Bombadil Saga deck. I have Eivor in my Bombadil deck. My Final Fantasy summon deck, though, is only Final Fantasy 6 cards and summon spells. So there are summon spells that are from other games, but it's just Terra 5-color summons. And it's all Final Fantasy cards. It is so stupid. Final Fantasy VI was my favorite Final Fantasy. Like, I have lots of fun memories of playing it with friends. Like, we used to go over every weekend, and we would either go to my friend Chris's house, or they would come over to my house, and we would just sit there and play Final Fantasy VI every weekend. Like, he had his own save because he owned the game. I couldn't find a copy at the time. My parents couldn't find a copy either, so we ended up, I would just play their copy. And so he had his own save that he would play when he wasn't with us, but we had a save that was just like the 3 or 4 of us, depending on the weekend, that would play together. And I have lots of fun memories of experiencing that game with my friends, and then we would sit there and play Magic, and it was a good time. So, like, Final Fantasy, I was so excited to be part of Final Fantasy. Like, getting to be an ambassador for Final Fantasy was a lot of fun for me. Like, that's the peak of my existence in Magic. Like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do at this point besides maybe get to make Magic cards someday? Like, I got to be part of Final Fantasy and Magic, two things that shaped a good portion of my days. Thousands and thousands of hours of my life. I don't know. Final Fantasy fit with Magic very well. And that's like, there are a lot of things that fit with Magic so much better than some of the things that they are using. Like, I love Marvel. I love comic books. I've been reading comic books for 37 years. Like, I could out comic book every single ambassador that exists. Like, on a bad day, I could be super, super high and still outdo everybody. Oh my god, I would make the coolest alien secret lair that ever existed. You don't know how much I would love working on Universes Beyond and getting to make secret lairs and things, because, like, all of these fandoms, like, I have engrossed myself in them where I need to know everything about those worlds. So, like, Alien, like, every video game, the comic books, the, like, anything that I've been able to find and get my hands on, like, I've absorbed. So, like, Magic, I love that there's always new things for me to absorb. That's one of the reasons why I love Warhammer and I love Magic so much, is that I get new novels, I get new stories, I get new cards constantly, so it's just a constant stream of information. So the same thing with, like, comic books. There's new comic books every month, so I just have new information constantly. So, like, I would have so much fun making sets. You don't know how much I want to make a Warhammer set. Oh my god, I would make the coolest Warhammer set that ever existed. The Jumpstart packs would be different factions, so everybody, you could actually theme your decks with, like, Raven Guard and Space Wolves and the different Tyranid mixes or hives, and and that's how I would do I would have like 60 or 70 different Jumpstart packs. And then you could put different legendary creatures in them, and instead of having a base set that's just filled with legendary bullshit, like, that's one of the other reasons why I don't think the Marvel sets work well, is that there's so many legendary cards, and then because there's so many legendary cards, some characters get thrown on a shit generic card. I'm being pissy about Moon Knight right now. Or Hazmat also got fucked too. And they get put on a generic do-gooder card. Because there's too many legendaries. So, like, you don't have a lot of generic characters in these stories. You have the Hand, you have Hydra, you have the villain groups and things like that, but, like, it's just makes too big of a mess. So, like, Warhammer, at least you have all these generic units and things that you can use, and you have your legendary creatures, but you don't have that many of them. It would not have nearly as many, and like, RPGs work out so much better and like, things with Final Fantasy and Avatar worked really well because you could make generic cards. Everybody didn't need to have a card. So, like, I get feisty about this. I got to actually talk to the head designer of Universes Beyond in Vegas, and we were discussing things. They made the mistake of asking me what I thought of Secret Lairs and what I wanted to see, and yeah, I may have said a lot of words. I may have thrown a lot of words at them. It's like, yes, let us discuss this. Let me hurt your brain, sir.
exactly, and that's what one of the things that upsets me. Like, because there are characters that I have gotten the shaft so far that really eh, it makes me sad. I can't get super angry about it because I understand why, but like I don't think it's a good idea. I think like Lord of the Rings and Hobbit work really well. Like there's things that you can have a decent amount of things characters that are legendary, but you have generic things that you can do. Like I don't want bystander that's eating hot dog. Like that's not a character that I want in my magic set. But when you have nothing else to make, what are you supposed to do? I love the ink wash cards. They did these for the Kamigawa rats and the rat deck. Ugh, they're so good. Was one of the first secret layers. Yeah. Apparently, I feel very passionate about this. I don't know. I feel like things could be done differently with Universes Beyond, and especially with like these sets. Like, I feel like I know they need to meet certain criteria, and it's unfortunately for like super fans like me, it disappoints me when they make silly decisions and certain characters and things get thrown aside. I don't like that. I wish that these were like kind of like Modern Horizon slash like or more like the master sets where they're not actually put into standard. I understand why they are put into standard because they want new players to start playing Magic and get into the one of the bigger formats that kind of I mean, it's not the biggest format, and it doesn't. I don't care about it. Like, I understand why they want people to go for into standard with these sets, but I also don't. I think they could be more complicated and be more interesting, and they could feel more like the characters when it's. And you can tell that they do feel more like the characters when they are just the precon like commander decks like Fallout. Like it was just a standalone decks, so you could do unique and cool things. Okay, I will yell and can talk about things when I get back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna go stretch real quick. Thanks for the ad breaks. I'll be right back.
Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I personally think that the Universe Beyond sets. Welcome back, everybody. But also, I think the Universe Beyond sets should just be commander sets and secret layers. I mean, I know that can't happen and it won't happen, but I think putting the amount of legendary creatures out that they are is stupid. It is. They just do the same thing. A lot of them. Some of them don't even do anything unique whatsoever. Like, and when I look at Universes Beyond, I know I've been playing for a really long time, so like, I've seen everything at this point in time. Like, it's not a lot of new things going on for me. So when a newer player sees Spider-Man doing a certain thing, it's new and unique to them. Whereas when I see Spider-Man doing something and it's just some generic thing that I've already seen before, that doesn't feel like it belongs there, it disappoints me. Like, I don't want to be upset about it, but then I sit there and I look at it and I'm like, that's not how that character would be. Why did you make them like that? And I imagine everybody who works on the Universes Beyond things aren't fans of everything that they're working on. So, like, a lot of them might just be experiencing those things for the first time and doing it because it's part of their job. I don't know. I would just be losing my fucking mind and be like, I know everything about all of these things. Let's do this. Woo! Just mind my brain, wizards, and let me work for you for like a year, steal all my ideas, and go use them, and then pay me for it, and then we'll be done. I'll be happy. All the fans of those things will be happy. Everybody wins. Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? Stop doing that. Super weird. Why is that? Why is that doing that? Oh, baddie. That's... damn it. The cat was laying on the keyboard, so he kept clicking things that I was not clicking. Exactly. What does that have to do with... I don't know. It's like Gwenum is one that I was... She's just a Bolus's Citadel, and I can't, for the life of me, tell you why. Like, I've read all the comic books, but I don't know why she's hurting you to cast cards off the top of your library with that. I mean, I guess maybe she's forming blades and things with her symbiote. I don't know. I try not to get upset about it, but I am. Yeah, we are very picky, and we do get feisty. That's another thing I have to look at, and I'm like, yeah, I know that I'm being overly nerdy about the things that I... Like, when I was looking at the preview, things that I have seen, I'm just like, don't get as upset as you are getting about it. They can't make everything as complicated and stupid as you want it to be. Like, that is not an option. Because not only that, it's an introductory set to get new players into Magic. So you're trying to get these fans in there, and like, you can't make it too overly complicated. That's gonna make it so they don't want to play. So like, but you also have to make the cards exciting. So sometimes you just end up with things that are really cool effects that work really well in certain kind of deck archetypes and stuff. And sometimes it is just them throwing things on a card to make it so an archetype works, which is annoying to me, but yeah. I love the artwork on this Urbrask. This isn't the Urbrask that we're looking for, but
I was very disappointed with the artwork for the Herbrass that was in New Capenna. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's the mayor. What's up, my friend? Mando Mandalorian is here. What's up, baby? Yeah, you're trying to get to Batty. I know exactly what you're trying to do. So Mando has this thing that if he hears another cat purring, he will just come from wherever he is to try to find this cat and try to get them to love him. And he'll just keep trying to walk past them. He'll lick their heads and you try to convince them that they should love you too. I get it. I will love you. The silly thing is he doesn't, like, if I'm the only person or other creature around, he's like, okay, cool. But if a cat shows up, dude, you can't be up here. You're a terror, sir. Your body, yeah. You just took everything out. Just death guard everywhere. Yeah. The fun of having cats in collectibles. God damn it. You're ridiculous. I like the artwork on this Herbrask in this set better than the main one. It's just really awkward the way that he is in the artwork. Dude, you need to get out of here. This is not working. Basically, it's so silly. It's really funny watching him. It's just like, hey. And he will come from anywhere in the house. So, like, we have like 5 bedrooms, and there's like multiple other rooms in between those, and it doesn't matter where the other cat is. It's usually wherever I am. The other cat starts purring, and then he just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, dude, you just like I didn't see you. Where were you? Do they not have a picture of the mountain from Jurassic Park? That's pretty funny. Oh, no, they do. I didn't realize that these were actually flip lands, and that there's actually different pictures on each side. Obviously, but dude, get out of here. Just keeps taking out Warhammer guys with his butt. Yeah, I don't want your butt on all my things. I don't want your butt cards, man. Get out of here. I love you so much. Get out of here. He's not gonna love you. Batty does not care. Batty gives 0 fucks about what you want, sir. If anything, you make Batty angry. This is such a good card. I never see it. The only reason I don't use it is because I don't like flip cards. It has beautiful artwork. And then she flips and gives your creatures even more counters. And the fact that she just does it at the beginning of combat, which is fun. I don't know. She's a fun card. For 6 mana, she's not terrible. I don't know. I like her. In green, 6 mana doesn't mean anything. It's like, it is not a problem. Batty, you are in a weird spot, sir. That's a really beautiful Inquisition of Kozilek. It's not the one that we're looking for, but it's pretty. I really like this Strixhaven. You just keep coming in circles, dude. He comes over here, jumps through here. I push him off the other side, then he just comes in a circle. Yeah, you're so handsome. He's not gonna love you. I can tell you right now, this happens every time. He just will look at you, he will start hissing at you. I've already played this game. I know how this works, sir. Now there are certain cats who will love him back. This is just not one of them. Oh, old man Edgar. Not nearly as cool as... Still good. It's $5 now. Cool.
Ah, Animate Dead.
I love Animate Dead. I used Animate Dead a lot as a child. Just a $10 card. So stupid.
That is stupid. Oh, that's my original Phage. Phage was one of my favorite cards when I was a kid. She's stupid.
You know, I don't know if this was 2 already. Mando, you're gonna hit me in the face? You know. Yeah, okay. I guess we can do this for a second. I love you. I know there's no space for you. I didn't leave any space up here. I was building Legos earlier. You know. We didn't do any painting today. You know. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna make you. It's just ridiculous, so get out of here. Get out of these.
Do not need you on those.
I love you. It's so stupid. I love him.
I don't know if that Inquisition of Kozilek said 3 or 2 already before I changed it to 3, but
Whatever, I guess. We'll just find out later that we had an extra one.
we'll never find out that we had an extra one. Are you gonna jump up here again? What was this Phyrexian Negator from? This is not either of those. Oh, wait, it's the Phyrexian one. Okay. I remember this one. $15.99. That's stupid.
I need to refill my binders. I
took a bunch of cards out because I was building things, and my binders got depleted. This Phage is... Holy fuck. A foil of that Phage is $249. It's insane. Sometimes Magic cards, I just shake my head at you.
No, don't do it.
You're just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're so silly. You know that. I love you so much. I wish you were lovey when I'm sitting like on my chair.
No, you don't need that. What are you gonna do with that? You gonna take it with you? You can have it if you want. You're so cute. I'm gonna put it over here though. She's like, no, that's not where I want that. It's not where I want that. Yeah, you go get that. Go get that. Just distract the cat with toys.
This has only been printed once. That's silly.
3 visits. Why are you still so expensive? You've been printed so many times.
At one point, it was like a $20 card because it hadn't been printed ever. The fact that it just goes gets a forest is what the issue is. Green decks will always want to just go get a forest, let alone anything that's wants to go grab sharks or duels. I always like it when people bust out like OG dual lands in their commander decks, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm just over here playing normal Magic. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, your mana base can definitely change the power level of your deck. I don't think a lot of people take that into consideration sometimes, which... Crop rotation. I really don't want to put crop rotation in my binder. I just don't want to. It feels weird. A lot of times it feels weird to me when I look at my binder and I just see, like, freaking common cards. I'm like, this is weird. I don't like this. It's like this would have never happened when I'm... Holy crap, Quicksilver Elemental. What the F? You are silly, Quicksilver Elemental. You can do some silly stuff with this. It's only been printed once, which is probably part of the problem. Is this 8th edition? Which is actually... It actually is 8th edition. I want to say 5th edition is actually not 5th edition, which is weird. One of them is not what it says it is, which... I love extended art cards, but I also like extended art cards when they have a text box behind the text, so I can read the text. I do not like some of the artwork when there's some Marvel cards that I can't read. Like, if I didn't know what the card already did, like, it would be a problem, but, like... Make it so you can't read the card. Like, did somebody not look at this and go, hey, yeah, this artwork is cool, but we can't read the card. Maybe we shouldn't do this? Like, is that not... I assume somebody has to review things, right? That's probably a thing. And just does nobody want to be like, hey, that looks like shit, don't do that. They just need somebody who just doesn't care. I'll tell you if something looks like shit, if you need me to do that. Let's slip through space. You are a silly amount of money for a foil. Oh my gosh. Yeah, at least we got through a good portion of cards today. That's good. I gotta go do adult things at some point here. Do the actual things that I should do during the day. I like to do my hobby stuff. It keeps me sane from doing the real people things that I do not enjoy doing. Bone Sabers is fantastic. At least Bone Sabers can be reprinted at some point, because it's not named after something. But there are Warhammer cards that are really good that cannot be reprinted. I don't know what their plan is. I've seen people be like, oh, they can do a Masters set. They're never fucking doing a Masters set. Like, do you know the amount of copyright things that they would have to deal with putting cards from all those universes in one set? It would never happen. Ever. I get so angry about things. And that's how I know that some people just don't know what they're talking about. I'm just like, other content creators, research things before you just say words. Like, that's never happening. How you doing, my little man? You thinking about coming up here again? I don't even have a batty cat anymore. You just want to come and hang out with me? I mean, you can sit on my lap. I'll let that happen. We only have 2 cards left, and then we gotta get another stack of cards. Are you gonna go get a stack of... You can't attack Deathrite Shaman! He's $11. I might buy you a bag of cat food at some point, sir. Yeah. Destroy the things that'll buy you cat food, and that's just silliness.
You're so silly. I love you so much. I love cats. Cats are the best.
They're such fucking little assholes.
And I love them for that. God, that's a lot of really expensive cards. Good lord. Every one of those cards that's in this stack is over $5. Well, except for I think there's a couple of $4 cards, but $4 is almost $5, right? I think that's how money works. I know how numbers work. $4 is almost $5. Oh my god, Mando, this is almost the last card. There's a stack of cards here. Oh my god, this is so many cards. This is silliness.
Bye. I love you.
So I think they do. That's what I already 4 new commander decks. They reprint the original commander decks, or if they don't reprint the original commander decks, they can reprint the cards in the base set that need to be reprinted. Do a base set. Do a jumpstart set that has all the different factions so you can theme decks. I've been pushing for this for a couple of years now. And there are WotC employees who are giant fans of Warhammer so it could happen. It's a thing that might happen someday. It's the dream. Endoraptor, what the fuck, dude? You go up to $30. I was gonna build this deck, I just never got around to it. I have been trying for a Warhammer set for the longest time. Whatever we get together at like conventions and stuff, we're just usually talking about making different sets. Weird random sets. I really want Skyrim, or I want Elder Scrolls. To tell you the truth, I would love Diablo. If Blizzard wasn't doing fucking Hearthstone still, I would be all in for World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft for 4 years of my life, and I don't know anything that happened during that 4 years. I'm still making up for video games and things I missed during that 4 years. It was stupid. I was running a 400-person guild at the time, and I had like the second biggest guild on the server that I was on. So most of my days I would go to work, and then I would come home, and I would play World of Warcraft until I went back to work. And then everybody at work that it was on my team, I was the team lead for the unloading team at Walmart for a couple of years, and I bought everybody a copy of World of Warcraft so that they would play, so I had something to talk about with these people. So we would just work all day with each other, and then we would go home and we would play World of Warcraft with each other, and then we would just talk about World of Warcraft for like a couple of hours, or 8 hours, 9 hours a day, and then we would go back and play World of Warcraft. Was it something I should have been doing? No. Did I waste a good chunk of my life? Yes. Yes, I did. I think I was at some nightmarish amount of time. It was over a year of playtime, and it was not good. It was because I was still watching movies and television shows and reading comic books and doing Warhammer at the same time. I was collecting magic at the time, so I wasn't playing Magic. So I did have a little bit more free time, but like, yeah, not my best idea playing World of Warcraft. Still, I enjoy it, and I can sit there and talk to people who play Warcraft still. Like, I just came from playing it, so because I do still have friends who still play. I just I had to quit so I could actually do other things, because I have lots of other things I enjoy. Because me and my partner would played for, during that 4 years, like, we just had our computers side by side, and I'm pretty sure we just talked to each other through the chat on World of Warcraft instead of talking to each other in person. I'm pretty sure that's how our lives worked for a while. Stupid. But I met a lot of really awesome people, like, because I had 400 people that I played the game with every day. Like, I met tons of people from around the world when I went to go travel and stuff. I had places to stay. These are people that I spent most of my day with, so like it was never weird when we met outside of, I don't know. It was an interesting time. Man, there's so many cool other sets that they should build. New Capenna had some cool cards in it. So I think we're gonna stream until 3. Then I gotta go and do some things outside. Much as I don't want to. I wish classes were different. I wish they could actually, the classes were actually something you could attach, like partner. But they only work if you can only cast them if your commander is out. Kind of like Oathbreaker, I guess. I had started making rules to be able to do that. I don't know. I like doing weird stuff on my channel. I don't care. During my streams, I have lots of weird rules and different kinds of game types that I've created. So I like trying new things, and I think that's one of the cool things about Magic is that you can actually create different mini games and different kinds of ways to play, and it still works. That will always probably be the coolest thing about Magic. It's so many moving pieces, but they all still work 30 years later. Oh, Lotus Cobra, you are silly. It's even better in like standard and stuff where you could have. I didn't know that was a reprint from the original Zendikar. How did I forget that? Huh. I feel like I forgot this and just remembered it again, though. This is not the first time that I've forgotten and remembered this. I'm gonna have to sleeve all these cards. Ugh. Sleeve them all before I put them in the binder. It's a never-ending process, unfortunately. Oh, Conjurer's Closet. You are silly. Oh, this is the retro border one. Man, I love retro border ones. I wish they would go back to having brown borders for artifacts. I feel like it makes it so much easier for me to sort. I am not going to take this last break. I am actually going to just continue on since I'm only doing this until 3. So. I gotta go do physical things anyway, so I'll have to stretch my back no matter what, whether or not I want to or not. So I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me in my nonsense and my ramblings. I could talk about my hobbies and Magic and things for forever if I needed to, I guess. I could do a filibuster for until the end of time. I would just sit there and talk about all my hobbies. Oh my god, they would be fucked. This professional filibuster thing, I could do that. I'd just go up and annoy a bunch of politicians and talk about Magic for days. Teach them how to play Magic, talk about the individual cards. Let's just go through every card and talk about every card and how I feel about them. I think I'm gonna put this White Border Collector Oof in my Jetmir CEDH deck just because I search him a lot of times. It makes them easier to find, especially the ones that I actually am searching for. I don't have too many things that I search for in that deck, but sometimes this Collector's Oof will shut down full CDH decks, so he'd be there just to shut down people's fun. My whole entire theory is if your deck can only do one thing and one card shuts down your whole entire deck, you didn't build your deck properly. But I know that a lot of those decks are really super powerful in that format, so I get it. But also, I don't care that I'm shutting you out in CEDH, so... like in a normal Magic game, I'm not gonna be a dick like that. Imposter Mech! When did you become a $10 card? It's nonsense. Anyway. I think this might have been... oh, yeah. The Planeswalker Commander deck that I took apart. I remember you. That was a fun deck. I have 2 Super Friends decks though, so... and one of them was built by a friend, so like that one is the one that I will keep if I end up taking apart the other one. Heyo! Jeez Louise! Oh, Serenity. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy all artifacts and enchantments that can't be regenerated. It's just a 2-mana world enchantment that just keeps destroying all the artifacts. And all the enchantments. This is a super dank card. I love the artwork. This was the little witch one. Ugh. And it's got cats. So many little kitties. Little kitties up here in the corner. I was a big fan of the artwork, so I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to use these in anything, but I love the art, so it's happening. A secret rendezvous. I should put that in my Bumbleflower deck. I'll use it in that deck. Mr. Bombadil. Bye-bye. Yeah. I'm gonna jump up here. Stupid.
I did not know Jesper did that. Oh. You're so unhelpful. I love you. That's insane! Oh, welcome back, everybody. Savage Order is a $42 card. It's crazy to me. It's just the dinosaur stuff. Guess that's enough. What are you doing? How are you? This is Barbie. She's my baby. She was a little street kitty. Some people broke up, and then they kicked the one person out, and then they threw the cat out on the street. And she was just hanging out on the street on a dangerous road that is very super busy. And I had just come home from my parents' house, and she was just strolling down the street. I found out all this information afterwards, but she came strolling down the street, cuddled up on my foot, because I was like, oh, a kitty, and she just came over to me and laid down, and then rolled around on my shoe, and then just laid down with her head on my shoe, and was just laying there purring. I was like, well, I'll take you inside and see if I can find who you belong to. And then I found out, and then I screamed at that person, and then they didn't take their cat back, which I wasn't going to give them their cat back anyway, because they were a piece of shit for throwing them outside. But I yelled at them. I do not take animal cruelty easily or nicely. She's a sweetheart. You know, you chose me. Yeah, you came and found a sucker is what happened. You know, like that lady looks like a sucker. You were correct. She's so feisty. She's the smallest of all my cats. She never got any bigger. She was just like a little tiny kitten. But she fights with everybody. She doesn't take shit from anybody in this house. Yeah, love her. Yeah, you're my baby. She usually just... She's my video game helper. Usually when I'm sitting and playing video games, she comes and sits with me. She knows that she doesn't get messed with by the other cats if she's just laying with me, because I don't know. All the cats know not to mess with each other when I'm around. They're like, the big hairless cat will yell at us. We don't be yelled at by her. I say hairless, but that's not true right now. It was winter time, and I still haven't... God, I guess it's summertime now. I should probably shave and do all that other fun stuff. It gets so cold during the winter time here. And then I get lazy, and I'm just like, I have nobody to impress. Amount of the stack of things over $5 is bigger than the stack of things not under, which is kind of silly to me. I don't have enough binder space for all this. I have to think of something else. Stranglehold is kind of funny. Yeah, don't. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm gonna move this. Okay, you just, yeah, okay. I love your baby girl. She's just like, I'm gonna make more space for myself now. In about 3 minutes, I am gonna head out. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I do appreciate it. I do enjoy having people to talk to. I don't feel as crazy when I have people to talk to. I did not know that Relic of Legends, that was the first time it was printed, was Dominaria United, huh? I honestly thought this was an older card that had been reprinted. Maybe I'm thinking a different one. Maybe I'm just thinking another thing that just says Relic. Yeah, I'm just making stuff up. Just telling myself stuff.
I need to finish my other cat deck too. I forgot that I had a bunch of cool versions of cat cards that I wanted to put in a cat deck that could play blue. So I was very glad that they made Royal Assassin in Assassin's Creed. It's so perfect. Sometimes a card is just asking to be in a set. I love this card. He just Orzhov, 1/1, Human Knight Rogue. But I don't care about the second ability and the third ability. It's just the first ability that I pay 1, and my permanents my opponents control lose hexproof, indestructible, protection, shroud, and ward until end of turn. You know how many times I just don't want to pay a ward cost, and some of those ward costs are getting nastier and nastier. And being able to shut off protection, being able to shut off indestructible, being able to shut off ward for 1 mana, sometimes 3 mana, if you just keep him in your hand to get rid of something, and because it's just an ability that you can pay, you don't have to worry about any tap ability. I mean, he does other things. I mean, he gets counters and things, but I could care less about those things. It happens every once in a while, but most of the time it doesn't happen, so. So I am going to see who's on real quick and see if we have a place that we can raid over into. I'm going to add this Necropotence, though. I used to play Necropotence all the effing time. I was one of those Necropotence people. This one's really cool, though. This was one of the enchanted evening ones from the Eldraine set. Ugh, so pretty. I don't know where I would use it, though. I don't use Necropotence anymore for many things. Anything that I can think of now that I think about it. I mean, there's places to play it. Well, of course it's a $50 card. Why not? It's insane to me that Necropotence is the $50 card. Ridiculous. It's just... I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna put these back, okay? Okay, let's do the Smart Chaser, and then we can... Love you. You're so silly. Yeah. Wow, they've reprinted her a couple of times since then. I had this one in my one Mardu deck that was Assassins. But then that Assassin deck became something else, and then I love Monarch in Commander. I think it's a fun little way to change the game landscape. Let's see who is on real quick. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow night. I will be playing with Cass and the Filthy MTG Casuals, not on my channel, but over on Cass's channel, Strixhaven's Dropout. We will be playing at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and then I will be back at 10 p.m. Eastern on my channel, and we'll be playing some Magic the Gathering online. I need to find out what my theme is. I asked him this morning. Let me do those things. Got distracted by messages that I needed to answer back. That sounds about right. That sounds like me. Let me follow on. Who's on right now? I don't know what's going around. Anybody who's playing some Magic? I have friends that are sorting some Magic cards. That's what I'm doing. So let's go over there. Manifesting Magic is doing some sorting of Magic cards, so we'll go over there. Stream manager. As I said, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I might be back tomorrow morning. We'll see. It kind of depends on whether or not I have to work or not. We'll see. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes kind of depends if I have the car, I guess. So let us go over there. You get over there, say hello. There we go. Start up the raid. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And yeah, we'll probably be back well, I know I will be back tomorrow. What I'm be officially doing, who knows? Maybe I stream 3 times. Y'all take care of yourselves, and I appreciate you.